It's very weird to jump straight from shitpost to editing a Hives concert to this, but I can't show y'all.
Not that strange.
I can't show you all the shitpost I made because there's still copywritten material in it. Go to my Blue Sky that I barely begrudgingly use if you would enjoy seeing shit posts from me. I'm not gonna upload them to main. That's apparently for 3-hour-long video essays. How are we all doing? How is us?
How is us? Oh, it's sorry.
I thought
Too
you were
polite.
asking the chat.
I was asking everyone.
We're too polite. That's how we're feeling today.
Too polite, hashtag too polite.
Polite. I got some, like a little cake that I made earlier today. Just a little basic vanilla pound cake.
Ooh.
Got tea and coffee.
I've
Lozenges.
already had 2 cups of coffee today. I am going to be barreling through this stream on that caffeine energy before it collapses in like 2.5 hours.
Yep. That's why I made tea and coffee, because the tea is herbal, which is mostly just so my voice doesn't go. And then the coffee is for the caffeine later, and also so I can have something nice and bitter with my little cake.
Oh,
Practically running a cafe over here.
got a little cafe. Hey, remember when we helped someone who ran a cafe who pretended to be French? That was nice.
Yeah.
Good memories.
He may or may not have committed murder. I don't remember.
Yeah, ooey guy?
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Did
I
you
thought you meant in real life.
Did you think we met? Okay, here's the thing. That does sound like something that could have happened to us. That honestly does.
Yeah, you see my point.
Yeah, we had a French friend who ran a cafe, might have committed murder. That kind of sounds up our alley. Hey, Square. Welcome to a Justice. Just one. You gotta find it
Apple
before
Justice.
it goes.
One apple.
Apollo Justice.
Apple
One-
Justice. That's what
One
they...
Appalachian Justice.
What Appalachian Justice. That is what they call a new Fallout 76 DLC, I'm sure. Bump. I don't remember where the Appalachians are.
Is it classified
It's a-
as... Is it classified as DLC if it's for an MMO? Isn't that just an expansion?
Just an expansion.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Appalachian Apollo Justice is exactly the
words
same. It's
mean?
just the courtroom's on a mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is the mountain that you have to, like, that Maya lives at normally, that you have to climb all the way up. It's a fucking nightmare to get there.
Yeah, and there's like a friendly goat who's the bailiff.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep.
Yeah, goat.
Yep. So
Friendly.
we have a goat and a kitsune. I know what
The
that
voice
one
acting.
is.
I think we introduced this actually because
Long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
and anyway, some guy was shot in a temple, so that's what you're gonna investigate.
What?
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro.
Got taken out by a TikToker. Goddamn.
I know, right? This fucking F slur, I tells ya.
Look, we can say it. We are also that.
I
can say
know,
that.
but I don't expect Twitch to make a differentiation.
It definitely doesn't. It absolutely will get up our
That's
own
why
ass.
I'm not saying it.
Why do I forget every time that the courthouse was bombed?
Yeah, it was bombed. That's why we're at the mountain one now.
Yeah.
We revealed the culprit in the intro scene for this one. So yeah, we know who did it this time. To
Yep.
be fair, you can also clock him as the culprit within 5 seconds of meeting him anyway.
I was gonna say, look at him.
Yeah, well,
I guess we know a good chunk of the motive as well.
like, if Luke at me got halfway into drag and then gave up, was kind of this guy's, like, look. Oh,
I
God.
forgot about Luke at me.
This fucking place. I love that
Whoa!
portrait
Fast
so
forward,
much.
April. Yep.
Yeah, so it's April 17th now. Also, this is a rewind. We've jumped back in
Yes,
time.
we have jumped backwards in time, so Apollo has not been murdered.
Right, because it literally just said before. Okay.
Can we talk
I
about
was very sick yesterday, so if I'm a little slow on the uptake today, that's
Can we talk about Papa Trophy over here?
Papa Trophy.
Hey, Sophia. Also, I want to address, looking at this, it's pretty obvious to me that this has been upscaled. I don't think with AI in the sense of what people might be thinking, but just in like a very traditional
Generative AI, yeah.
Yeah, it's not generative AI. There have been things that do this exact thing for a long time. There are original art assets that exist of all of the game's assets, if memory serves. Like, everything was hand-drawn and then digitized. But
I believe that to be the case.
it would have been hand-drawn at a very small scale. And I gotta be real, they have done a shit job here. All of the outlines are all over the place on every object. It is kind of whack. But
I mean, isn't that appropriate for the setting?
I was gonna say, weirdly, it's adding to the environment. It's adding to it, just a bit.
Adding to the right of it all.
Phoenix is too cheap to use a security camera, so he has that instead. The Papa Trophy, yeah, it's intimidating.
Huh. Guess I'm a little early.
Oh, hey, Apollo. Getting an early start today?
Oh,
That came to me like a bolt of lightning, which
Like,
would be very
you have to
embarrassing if that's
remember-
not at all what she sounded like. But instantly I was like, oh, I'm
I think
Trucy
that
again.
is.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it.
Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while, after all.
Can you censure your mic a little bit more, Austin?
How's that?
Let me actually turn you up ever so slightly on my end. There we go.
Okay.
Should be better now.
Well, aren't we all fired up?
Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr.
What is happening?
Wright.
Why is it autoplaying?
What kind of work is it anyway?
I haven't touched.
Wright
I'm not
didn't
touching
mention-
anything.
Where?
The autoplay is off.
Is
What
that
is
how you put it?
happening?
Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again.
Is it?
What the
Oh, there we
fuck
go. I was gonna
happened?
say, was that just such like, absolutely like day-to-day droll conversation? And the game's like, no. The point is that this is just meaningless banter.
That might have actually been what it was. Okay.
I don't remember that, though.
I turned on
very bizarre.
autoplay briefly while I was trying to stop it from autoplaying. If you saw the text flash.
Ooh, on and off. Okay, that'll do it.
That's weird. Trucy, isn't it cool that we're definitely not related and our mentor is definitely not withholding any information from us? No, it's fine.
You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo.
Oh, that's you. Doy.
Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. Lots happened since then. But I've settled in nicely despite a few, bumps on Wright's head. Reminder that he punched Phoenix Wright in the
Square
fucking
in the face. Yeah.
And it's the coolest and sexiest thing Apollo Justice has ever done. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Write Anything Agency, and that's where I work. Don't let the name fool you. It's definitely a law agency.
But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly.
You can't do that. You shouldn't be able to.
It's the law agency part of that often
What?
gets forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding
It's happening
magician,
again. Why?
an adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks.
What's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well.
I don't know. I think my mouse is fucking up. I think my mouse is finally fully breaking.
Why? That'll be fun.
Can you press a different button to advance text, like space?
I will try that. That's not a bad idea at all.
In the meantime, we get to look at her huff.
Okay, let me try space. Okay, space works. Cool.
Cool. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer.
I do not, Sophia, but that is a good point. I should check if I have anything plugged in that's giving errant input. Maybe I'll just move my Bluetooth stuff away from there too, just in case that's it.
Also, do you have a controller around? I believe it's out here.
No, the controller's in here, but it's unplugged. That was the first thing I
Oh,
checked.
okay.
I think it is that my mouse is dying, and I'm gonna have to replace it. I'll do the same time I do replace your mouse.
Do we have a spare?
No.
Okay.
Thought we did, but I think this might actually be the spare that I'm using now, if memory serves.
I see.
Anyways.
Well, those are cheap enough.
Oh, we'd better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's gonna make it, so let's get going.
Huh? Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned?
Okay,
I'm here for work. This is my workplace.
if this entire game is... Sorry, if this entire game is controllable by mouse, or by keyboard, I'm going to turn off my mouse to be absolutely safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just play it by keyboard here.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I could also play it by controller.
That's literally what I was gonna suggest otherwise.
Yeah, you could do that too.
You know, I'll give that a whirl, yeah. But keep going.
This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today.
Okay, let's see if
Or
it
glorified
has live
babysitter.
input switching.
It did. I see the
Nope.
button
Oh
switch.
yeah, baby. Now come on.
Another day of not being a lawyer. I should have seen this coming.
So the title of this stream, for those who haven't seen, is Bar's Exam, and I was imagining that from Phoenix's perspective. I do love the idea of Phoenix walking in and be like, "Hey, Apollo, I heard you wanted to do that bar exam. All right, here you go," and gives him a candy bar. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I'm gonna
Mr.
get you in there
Wright.
one of these days.
Mr. Wright, I passed the bar a year and a half ago.
It's just another one of my little Snickers. And he hands him a Snickers bar. Get it like laughing. You can say it's kind of like a little Snicker.
You know, I've got 1,000 of them. Speaking of that, here's a 1,000 bar. It's funny. I don't think anyone knows what 1,000 bar is anymore. I haven't seen 1,000 bars since I was 10.
Trucy, I might need to kill your dad. I don't know what else to say.
Well, this is the Wright Anything agency, you know.
Murder's on the table.
There's no law-related work at the moment, so...
Tell me again why I chose to work here. Where is Mr. Wright anyway?
Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. Air quotes.
Okay.
Don't worry. Just focus on your job, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Phoenix.
seeing Edgeworth. Got it.
Yep.
Well, let's go. We don't have all day.
Wait a second. And another day of anything goes begins at the Wright Anything agency.
I do actually feel bad for Apollo. Nine Tails Vale. Interesting.
I like that mascot.
Yay.
Yokai lady.
I like that it clearly has a movable foot.
Oh my god, the spider! Oh my god!
No, this is mine.
Ooh, this is fun.
Whew. Alright, so what are we doing way up here in the mountains?
This is Nine Tails Vale. God damn it. This is Nine Tails Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here.
Okay. Oh, you mean, the Japanese monsters? I guess that explains all these weird things. I don't know, I'm American. From
Good old
America.
Appalachian American apologist.
You know what they called Phoenix's voice actor in the anime in high school? Old Nine Tails Vale.
Good one.
The
Good one.
joke is that Eric Vale had a lot of sex.
Ah.
Go on, no.
Thank you for explaining it. I love that you just said that.
I mean, he made jokes about. If y'all haven't seen, okay, part of the thing I'm referencing here, again, can't show you because of DMCA, but the Ace Attorney anime has a behind-the-scenes reel that is the voice actors fucking up and fucking about in character that they animated in the behind the scenes. They animated all of the like dialogue to, and it's fucking glorious. And Eric Vale is such a piece of shit that everyone keeps making jokes about how much it sucks to work with Eric Vale, including Eric Vale. It's fucking great. Anyways.
Massive.
You do have to respect his awareness.
Also, you didn't read the line. My apologies. Let me
Your apologies.
History
History
X.
X.
There we go.
Speaking of which, wasn't Ninetales Vale founded by Japanese immigrants here?
Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at Alderman's Manor.
Hold on.
The Alderman's Manor. Excuse me.
Hold on. Wait, where are we in the world? Japanese
We're in
immigrant?
America.
We're at Ninetales Vale is where we are.
Yeah,
So-
we are somewhere in America.
This is supposed to be America. Okay, understood.
I mean, all of the signs and the art in the background are all in English. Well,
That could be for our
yes,
sake,
yes.
to be fair, but
Okay, so in the original Phoenix Wright, they made everyone American and localized it instead of just making it localized to English in Japan. They moved everyone to America, and they've continued that trend since.
eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
It's why Francisca von Karma originally was American, but since they
Yes.
moved everyone to America, they made her German.
because the whole point is they're supposed to be abrasive and foreign, and in
Yes.
America, the stereotype for that is German.
Yeah, they're like, who's more abrasive and foreign than we are? In our eyes.
The Germans. AJ's Unbreakable. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Well,
I think someone from the localization team of Ace Attorney said the game is played in an alternate world where the U.S. saw a lot more Japanese immigration, aka the U.S. wasn't as racist towards Japanese people in this timeline. Man, they had to dig deep to find a timeline where that didn't happen, huh? Christ.
I was gonna say, I don't think there is one.
Yeah, so they are sticking to that in lore instead of it just letting it be an implied thing. That, like, okay, cool.
Yes.
we're in the mountains of San Francisco currently.
Yeah, absolutely, we are. The
Appalachian Mountains of San Francisco.
the fucking ski resort mountains where Bono died. Yeah.
My friend who works here invited us. That's why we're here.
In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy.
Yep.
Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to their festival.
The fuck was Phoenix on when he said that?
I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly?
I could do without thoughtfulness like that.
Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way.
Ace Attorney 1 was made with the possibility of localization in mind, so they tried to keep the setting vague, but nothing was localized until after Ace Attorney 3, so a lot more Japanese-specific culture made it in, and now it's a staple. That makes it's not dissimilar to what happened with the Yakuza games, when after the first one didn't do amazingly in the US, they cared less about trying to explain certain things in the localizations.
Yeah, because it's like a similar time that those would have been localized, right? Like the 2000s?
Yeah, honestly. It would have been different studios, similar time, though, yeah. Like mid-2000s and then going into the late 2000s, this was the early 2010s.
I find the history of like localization and stuff like that fascinating.
It is!
Alright. Guess it's time to move to QB Manor Garden.
Okay, now we have... Okay, so, I mean, the inaugural
We have to.
Cherished Attorney's badge putting on makes me feel ready.
Ready to yell at someone?
Hey, check it out!
You're so lucky, Apollo. Everyone can see what you do with just a flash of your badge.
No, Trucy, I'm making a point here. They could see what I'm qualified to do. Do you know what I am doing is babysitting?
That is true. That is true.
What about you, Trucy? People could tell you're a magician by the way you're dressed.
Yeah, but I can't always dress like this. Like when I'm at school and stuff.
Aw.
Holy shit, you go to school? You could always show you're a magician by making things appear or disappear.
Yeah, I'm getting my master's in magic. You mean like this?
Don't you dare make our fucking lawyer's badge disappear. Oh, this bit.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Magic or not, aren't you a little old to be showing those things in public?
Then maybe I'll become a lawyer too.
You're abandoning your dreams just like that?
That was all it takes. Okay, let's learn about the monster craze.
The monster craze.
Do the monster Little Witch Academia, what that anime was called, featuring Trucy Wright from Ace Attorney. She does have that sort of like energy. Like she has the energy of someone who watched that growing up and went, "Oh my god, I want that gender. I need that aesthetic."
Yeah. That's my whole personality forever now.
I could see it. So this monster craze. You know, come to think of it, I think I heard about it on TV. It's supposedly how Ninetales Vale made a comeback from the brink of fiscal disaster.
Our agency sure could use something positive like that.
Quick, Apollo, put us on the brink of financial disaster.
I think your dad's taking care
Oh,
of that,
I know. Let's jump on board the monster craze. You and Daddy would be a perfect comedy duo. You could call yourself Agni and Rudra, Demon Kings of Comedy.
So you're saying monster...
That's like appropriation, Trucy.
Is this a localized joke about monster and Monzai? Is that the bit? Like, I think you're thinking of Monzai, not monster, Trucy.
Daddy sets them up, and you knock them down. Hey, I think we hit the jackpot with this idea.
Sorry, but I plan on staying a lawyer.
Oh, sure, I can give up my dream just like that, but you can't.
Do?
Really? Oh, God. I've been trying to convince you for months.
You don't have to act so surprised by that.
Alright, what to do? What to do?
Oh,
What
dude,
to
seriously.
do?
Hey, Trucy, have you seen my attorney's badge?
Yeah, you showed it to me already. How could you lose something so important? Sometimes I really wonder about you, Apollo.
This is so weird. I wonder if I dropped it somewhere.
Oh, look.
What the
What are
fuck?
these punties doing here?
Thank you for remembering the bit.
Forget about panties. I'm looking for my badge.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
Oh,
Did you
my
forget?
God.
These are my magic punties.
She literally... Okay, so this was a delayed response, don't make jokes.
Yes. Hey, that's my attorney's badge.
Function of collage, forget about panties. I could, but then it would be there the whole time, and I don't know how I feel about that.
What? Okay, how did you do that?
I set it all up while we were back at the office.
Objection! I presented you!
No, that was the decoy cookie.
Did you try eating it? Ow,
It's like
ow!
half dissolved in your hand.
Wow, I didn't even... Wait, you took my badge? What the hell?
Bit. Okay, alright. Anyways, we're going home now. To QB Manor Garden.
She's definitely the type to say, like, a magician never tells. And Apollo's like, that's not the code.
That's not the phrase,
Doesn't
and
reveal
that's so much
secrets.
worse.
That's not the same thing.
I gotta check something real quick. Hold on. 16. Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been a year. Wow, this place really is something.
It definitely feels like a different world here.
Trucy. Okay. Just by law of characters, I should probably voice this person.
See.
And this is...
Jinxie Tenma? She's the one who invited us.
Jinxie Tenma feels like if you sent Germa's username through an auto-translator 20 times.
God.
She just happens to be the maid here.
Magic is actually real, wouldn't surprise you about the Ace Attorney universe. If memory serves, you can
It
argue
is.
that in Apollo Justice. You can try to argue the way it happened is that maybe magic is real.
Hey, and if ghosts are real, anything's on the table.
Right?
Here's the thing. Magic is real. It just depends on what you define as magic, and
Yeah.
nobody accepts that it's real.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Trucy is a real magician. She does real magic.
I mean, there's the Magatama, let's not forget.
This is
Yep.
this is true, that did happen. Yeah, we did have that. Yeah, I kept making fun of Apollo for his bracelet, but I gotta remember Phoenix had a fucking magical amulet.
Phoenix
Well-
had a magical amulet that allowed a woman to do all of his work for him.
Yeah, he had a friend who had a magical amulet.
That's
Who used
fair.
them.
Yeah. Look to the older woman's fashion for advice. 2 horns, a love of red. Are you a demon?
No, I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you.
Ah,
Oh, God. Ah, what the fuck?
Fuck!
Arg!
Shoutouts to the 3DS. This would have been cute. That would have been cute as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Be gone, foul beast.
You look great, Polly. Fills in some of that space on your forehead.
Right. No one is more brutal than kids. Holy shit. Fucking hell.
What is this thing?
I even know what it is. It's a seal, yeah.
It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all of the monsters she finds.
I just joined. Is that a femboy? As established yet, no. Just the maid here. Maybe. I don't know. Hang on. No, we haven't met them proper yet.
Could be anyone.
But I'm not a monster.
Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon.
Her. There it is.
Or you could just say that I'm human.
The red demon, emissary of the underworld.
I got up early to do my fucking hair for this.
It does it that way on purpose. I love that. I love that about him so much.
Can I take this thing off now?
So you can eat me?
I am not going to eat you!
Forgive me, oh terrible one.
Down your cords of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits.
Don't worry. I'm already full.
Please stay that way.
Great, now I'm playing along too.
I don't want to judge this kid. I don't want to judge this kid. Maybe they're in training. I don't want to judge this kid. But isn't like your one
present the
job
badge,
to
present the
recognize
badge.
demons and take care? Isn't that? I know there's a lot
15.
of cleaning and stuff you do as well, but it
It seems
seems like you should probably recognize a demon better than like. Well, the description in the manual says horns and likes red.
goes into town and sees all of the like mannequins and displays. It just flips the fuck out, starts slapping seals on everything.
Oh my god, sees the bailiff goat.
No!
Oh no!
Presents.
It's important. We always present the badge. Would you mind taking a look at this?
No, thank you, big foul demon!
Banished again.
What you get when you flash a girl like that, even if it was just your
Hey,
stupid
well,
badge.
hang on.
What the fuck? She's 15.
Sheesh, you make it sound like I'm some kind of creep.
The type of sense of humor that a child develops when they spend
Being raised
90%
by
of
Wright.
their time alone.
Yeah.
Being quote-unquote raised by Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about Ninetales Vale.
Yeah, Phoenix absolutely is the kind of parent to, like, half-jokingly laugh off, say, like, yeah, my kid was kind of raised by YouTube a little bit. Like,
While watching South Park during dinner.
No! God, you're,
You're
right, no! Right, anything, agency.
Okay, so I'm double sealed?
Fell demon. Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally.
I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself.
It's working.
Please don't eat me. I have food if you're hungry.
This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight.
If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look.
Ouch. Unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Wait, but you already did that. Proof that I'm 100% human.
Did I have to see
remember-
that dialogue first?
I guess. That's dumb.
Well, at least we got to see the other fucking creepy dialogue out of this.
I wanted to show you this.
What is it?
It's my attorney's badge. You see? I'm not a demon. I'm a lawyer.
That's
I'm
worse.
worse.
Runs away.
God damn it.
We all made the same joke.
Really? You're a lawyer?
Whew. Maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon.
Does it protect you from Enmadaio's judgment?
Who the hell is Enmadaio?
Enmadaio does not!
I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins.
I'm sorry, but after those that D's nuts joke, I'm imagining Apollo taking one of the charms and putting it on his own face.
Well, I was taking a screenshot of this. This is fucking great. I read somewhere that he is the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins.
Oh, I think she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly.
Yeah, that's us, demon lawyer.
Can I just go back to being a normal demon, actually?
Please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I prefer a Turkish bath if possible.
You know a good amount about demon lore, but you're real bad at recognizing real demons.
Isn't that more sauna than bath?
We know for a fact demons do actually exist in this world, and you have got to keep your eyes peeled, kid.
You have got it. Hey, I know you're training, but you gotta get on top of this a bit more. Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray.
Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir, have mercy.
I told you I'm not a demon, and Trucy, you're just making things you just leave that Enmadayo guy to me.
Great, Jinxie?
Marina, is it possible you could, like, briefly disable the audio culling that Discord does, or turn down the audio gate in the voice settings? Because sometimes the beginnings of your sentences are cutting off.
Oh, okay.
Like in the... my mouse is off. In the voice settings on Discord, there's like a slider bar that you can turn for voice
output,
sensitivity.
input? Voice sensitivity, input sensitivity.
Yeah, and just turn it down a little bit so that it...
Oh, it's on automatic currently? That might...
You go ahead and disable that and turn it down a little lower. Just, like, keep it above your ambient room temperature, or temperature.
Yeah.
Room volume, but...
How does that sound now?
That sounds good.
Does that sound good? Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
I think it's also because Trucy's voice is higher in the register, so Discord doesn't pick it up right away until you talk for a little bit, and it recognizes it needs to lower the attenuation.
Classic misogyny. Classic Discord misogyny.
No joke. Yeah.
Yes.
If all of your audio samples are tested on a bunch of gamer guys, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. You can kill me, it's fine.
Will someone tell these two that I'm human?
Okay, now we can talk about this.
So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze.
Barely anyone had ever heard of it before. Well, now it's packed with tourists.
Really? So, the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival?
It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales Vale.
Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something?
And they're hungry too.
Man-eating monsters? And they're all over the place?
In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday.
Okay, is this true or TikTok true? Like,
Yeah, this is starting to feel very TikTok true.
I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there.
just a drone.
That's normal. We're in New Jersey. It was the Ding Dong Demon. How else could you explain it?
It's just a fucking Ring doorbell on the fritz.
Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch.
Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. Fuck you. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenmataro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber.
Tenmataro? The Forbidden Chamber?
Tell me about this shit.
About that yokai you said was imprisoned at the manor. Is it true?
Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Here, take a look at this scroll. Yeah, I carry this everywhere. Okay, so Tenmataro, it's this one here. No, you're not looking at it right. Hold on. Tenmataro is the one here. Are you looking? Okay.
Why do
The
I have
dark
to keep bringing
demon
up
you
the
see
children?
here, he's super evil and super scary.
So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the Nine-Tailed Fox, and locked away forever.
So, you're saying Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber?
Naruto's here too. Fuck.
Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape.
Nah, the upside is we got QB, but we don't have Naruto.
Still, he should be perfectly safe, because there's a real powerful sealing charm on the door, keeping it shut tight.
What a charming security system.
It's a drone. You can keep the scroll. Oh, what? It's from the gift shop. I have 30 of them. Sorry, you do need to pay for it, though. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so...
Thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Wright.
Yeah, you have 7 days or you'll be cursed.
Oh, in that case, I'll give it to him on the 6th day. Give him as little time as possible. Okay, so I was wondering...
I think it starts a new 7 days for the record.
Do you think Apollo thinks about that?
That's a good point.
Are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie?
Yep. They're there to prevent evil things from getting inside the head. Papa told me to wear them.
Evil things?
Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there forever. Got it?
I wasn't... I wonder what would happen if I did take them off, though.
Does this kid have a third eye?
Or like a stub or a unicorn horn?
Oh god, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably
It's time for me to get back to work.
Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie.
You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, it's gonna be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun.
Better not be a yokai parade. She'd probably drop dead from fright.
What the fuck?
Oh! Demon! Oh, wait. Just someone in a suit, right?
I do like the way they try to indicate that it's a costume by all the
Shitty visible stitches.
Yeah.
Cartoonish stitches, yeah.
Tenmataro? The demon from the Forbidden Chamber. Hold up, let me open the scroll.
Please don't have me be gone!
Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away.
Oh my god, thank you, that's excellent.
Darm! Where's that die and go to heaven charm?
It's a gun.
Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time.
Oh wow, she really did just try to kill herself. Holy shit.
Man, she sure gives up quick. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces?
You there. You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. I'm real. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful.
Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously?
Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro.
Now what?
Look, Apollo. There's somebody up on the roof.
Hang on, did I nail the
God,
voice?
Yes.
Go on, Marina.
No, I want to see. We'll see
Oh my god, I did.
Human laugh, could it be?
My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of righteousness. Yaha! All Might? What
Oh, shit, he's got
the
an amazing vertical leap.
fuck
Oh.
is this fucking Undertale character? Holy shit. The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is here.
Listen, I love King, but I do think that Tekken should have stuck with the cat theme instead of the fox theme.
The fucking The beard is really what's selling it for me, because it looks like the long, like, coat of, like it just looks like a shaggy coat at the front.
Yeah, it's great.
This is so fucking good. Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro.
What about adults like me?
Way, the amazing Ninetales.
Can't promise anything. This boy is here to kill.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can protect the kids, but I mean, like, it'll come. I might need some sacrifices. Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch.
Rich people are fun, huh, Follow?
Oh, that's it. He's dead.
They sure exist.
There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace.
Just an actor crawling away towards wherever their like makeup shed is.
Hiding under the buffet table until no one's looking.
Thank you, Mr.
No, that's not the voice.
Thank you, Mr. Amazing Ninetales, sir.
Now I must be off. Another match and another vote of vanquish. All right.
I think you only. No offense, I think that's the only one you vanquished in the legend.
Does that motherfucker have a 50-foot vertical leap? Holy shit!
It's the
He
nine.
jumped from the roof!
And it's the nine-tailed box with the steel chair.
What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor, too.
That was the Amazing Ninetales. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale. Who knows this identity?
Jinxie sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Wait, okay, Jinxie, look, again, I get it, you're a kid, I get it, you're new to all this, but, okay, so you thought that was the real Tenmataro, but you know this is a pro wrestler, so in your mind, occasionally, I guess, the real demon comes and
Gets absolutely
does evil
bodied
vibes, and then a
by
local
some
wrestler
pro wrestler.
yeah, sounds right, actually.
I do really like that idea for a setting that, like, wrestlers have been strategically placed around America as guardians of demon portals, and they
That's a hell of a storyline.
Okay, and you know what this show is called? Do you know what this drama is called? It's called kayfabe. That's it. That's what it's called. Yes, you have to keep up the guys. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This went from a joke to a, like, I would watch that show.
Write this down.
I would actually watch that. Like, a bunch of real wrestlers. Like, it could even be wrestler actors who come back to play characters for this. Of like, yeah, I used to also defend New Jersey from the demon drones. But I'm coming back for one last show. But we can't let people know, so we have to make it look like a wrestling show. Shit, that's
Yeah, that
great.
sounds amazing.
That actually sounds fucking great.
I mean, Paul Bunyan is really only kind of a few degrees away from that.
You
so
are
like we're
wrong.
You're so right.
we're pretty close.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's brilliant. Just write it down and send it. Ship
Yeah,
it.
perfect idea.
What was all that about him banishing Tenmataro?
That was a yokai exorcism. It's an
With
annual...
wrestling?
Yeah, Rexorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of
This is
his
a full
wickedness.
suplex.
And then you do a full Nelson and you pull them into submission and then bring in the steel chair and then...
Yeah, this is the shit that happens with Vince McMahon every year now. They let him out of his cell so that we can fucking, like, suplex
So he can be
him.
exercised.
Yeah, and then put him back in.
In the end, the nine-tailed fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies our village.
Think of the, not to continue on with this genius idea, but think of the pun ability with like exercising and exorcising, like the two different verbs.
Yeah, there is a gym.
It's there. It's already there. Someone needs to make it.
There is a gym called Exorcisms that is just like a kitschy sort of themed gym. that, and there's a I don't know what retired wrestler, but one retired wrestler who runs the place, who plays the old coach.
Just kind of spooky.
God.
The Amazing Ninetales did the honors this year.
So that was the big surprise, huh? Amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats your boat.
Oh, would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please excuse me.
I paint runes on my steel chair to banish evil, writing that shit into my moral building notes. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. This would also make for a great game character if anyone needs an idea.
Yeah, a wrestler who
Penny's
is
gonna
an
feel
exorcist.
so angry that she missed this.
Oh, yeah, we can tell her all about this.
Yeah, she's a strange one, alright.
I think she's sweet in her own special way.
I don't remember some of kids being brutal. Jesus.
Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way.
God.
Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here.
Fun never ends, does it?
Gifts. Shut up. Gifts.
Yes, absolutely, though. I want to see what merch they're selling for this.
There's gotta be keychains of the nine-tailed fox.
April 17th, 3:40 p.m. QB Manor, Garden.
I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale.
Don't make jokes, because they're right.
Oh, for sure,
Nailed
for
it.
sure. Silly fuzzy little guys that you can just attach to your purse. Perfect.
I know,
Excellent.
because my wallet's running on empty.
Oh, what was that? Shut up.
What's with all the commotion over there?
Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay.
Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened.
Tenmataro! He killed Alderman QB!
What?
Wait, killed as in dead?
Okay, that's going. Yep, that's 1,000% going.
Yep,
on-
that's
on-
one.
Yep. Honestly, that should go on a
needs to be in
billboard.
it.
Okay. My mouse is off. I keep forgetting. Okay, wait, killed as in dead?
I mean, I can snip it for you.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I will. Okay, file, save as. I'm gonna make a new folder. Because Apollo Justice Collage is a folder I still have. So, Dual Destinies Collage. Killed as in. Okay, and I will add image. From. Perfect. And then, and here is the fun part about the collage, right? I have a color filter that I use for stream that I can layer the collage underneath. So they can kind of blend in. There we go, it begins. It fucking begins.
It begins.
Perfect. Yeah, and that will hang out underneath the color filter, so that it will slowly transition and change color. And I'll update the collage over time as we go. It might end up being smaller or in a different place. We shall see. But we have started. That's the main thing. We have begun the process
It
of
has
creating
begun. We've
art. Ah, perfect. Yeah, and Tenmataro did it.
Tenmataro. You stay here while I go have a look.
Please, wait.
Huh? Ah!
It's Tenmataro wording charm. It should protect you, but please be careful. Alderman's in the fox chamber at the top of the main staircase.
Okay, got it.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, we have that now.
Nice. That's actually that's legitimately sweet. Oh. Feathers, blood claw prints, dead man. Dead men! Or maybe not. That guy might be alive. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's alive.
Yep. Just barely.
Are you all right?
No, he's not.
Who are you? Help! Someone call an ambulance!
Honestly, Austin, your voice is pretty spot on.
That's why I started modifying it from when we first played Apollo. The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead.
No shit.
But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital.
I don't want to be insensitive, but it is probably pretty good we hit the merch stand when we did, because probably everyone's closing up shop and leaving now, and then we'd probably never be able to get the keychains.
It'd be really awkward. Maybe we'll go back and see if they have anything left on the way out. If we can get some extras.
Yeah, maybe it'll be discounted.
Thank goodness the other guy's gonna be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious.
Sophia's suggesting I voice that guy. That might be good, just for a balance of characters. We shall see, though.
I think you absolutely should.
You think Jinxie's gonna be okay?
I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks.
Oh, look, here comes Jinxie.
Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Liar.
Feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened.
Okay. I do actually want to see what she'll say if I show her this.
That warding charm is my supernatural security system. It protects me from yokai, ghosts, demons, and other things that go bump in the night. But just the other day, I was chased down by a demented camera demon, but I drove him back with my trusty warding charm.
Camera demon? Sounds more like an overexcited tourist to me.
Okay, those are effectively the same thing when your job is like vaguely also security. When you're a maid of a place, you're also supposed to be the person who says anything if there's people there who shouldn't be.
So, I suppose it's not nice to repel every yokai I meet. I mean, there are some that aren't all bad. I learned that today.
Oh?
Oh,
Yeah.
why is she staring at me like that?
She's gonna put seals on all the cops.
So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead.
Wow, you really need to confirm that with me, a 15-year-old. Yeah. Uh-huh. It was Alderman QV. Oh, I found him. It's alrighty.
So the victim was the village alderman.
And
And the one who was found alive, who was he?
Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town, named in his honor. They arrested him.
Okay, I suppose that's maybe he's the only other person there.
Yeah.
So, he's the killer.
No! Pops wouldn't kill anyone, you jackass!
Papa? As in, your father?
That's right. Jinxie's dad is the mayor of Tenma Town.
Oh, wow.
No way!
Yes, wait, but he's innocent?
This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Nine Tails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do.
I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there.
I know. I try my best.
Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim?
The alderman.
So, the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him?
His name was Rex QB. They say his family has ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. He was really kind, and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard...
So hold on. Are these also wrestling dynasties? Family?
Well, his is.
His...
That's, right, because the other one is the real demon, of course.
Yes.
What is that one wrestler who incorporated a bunch of anime shit into his like moves, who then like actually moved to Japan? He would do Hadokens in the ring. I have got to look up. Hang on.
I have no fucking clue, man. I'm gonna be real with you.
Sounds like someone living their best life.
Absolutely. Good for them. Good for them.
Kenny Omega. That's the guy's name.
Mm.
Yeah, this might surprise you considering how into boxing I am, but I do not keep up with wrestling lore.
Yeah. This he's at AEW now, but he's a fucking Canadian wrestler who loved anime shit, and just loved it so much that like he's one of the weebs that walks backwards into going, okay, hang on, I gotta be respectful here. I love that shit.
Yep.
A former pro wrestler, huh? Something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town? So then, why did you come to work here?
It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie?
Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from
No, kiss.
so, but she fucking dead.
Would you believe that there's a degree of nepotism involved?
Look, these villages have like 40 people total, let's be real.
Everything is nepotism. That's just passed down trades at that point.
Alright, we it's kind of like a passive caste system where we all feel compelled to do the thing that our elders did. We aren't actually required to. We could leave, but you would be emotionally letting a lot of people down, so it would be rough. Anyways, my dead mom loved these fucking flowers. I always wanted to live where the nine-tailed flowers grew.
Wow, what a beautiful flower. And exactly 9 petals, too.
Yeah, 9 of them. 1, 2, count with me. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai.
Okay.
Cool, I'll be taking that.
He loves me. He loves me not. Not you, Apollo. He loves me. He loves me
What?
not.
That it. Well, if it lands on loves me not, then it's accurate to me.
Please stop
Jinxie,
ripping the tails off of the precious flower I gave to you.
That one grew above my mother's grave. What are you doing?
Jinxie,
Well-
while
Good news is she loves you.
while Trucy torments and destroys your precious flower, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon.
Uh-huh. The warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door. It's been removed.
Forbidden Chamber's door. That big door that was barred shut?
We didn't fucking see that. It's weird to flash back to a visual the player has not seen, but okay.
Well, we saw it in the opening cutscene. We just
That's the
we
thing.
didn't show it.
Yeah, we haven't seen this model that looks kind of different.
There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone.
That's how Tenmataro escaped! Oh, I oughta... But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy.
Jinxie, you should get some rest. You've been through a lot today.
Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I can see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer.
Apollo, maybe this is your chance.
Chance for what?
To be a lawyer!
For
Okay, this still isn't the lore that a lawyer does.
I solved a case your father, the greatest lawyer, couldn't solve. I don't want to hear your shit, Trucy.
To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court.
What, who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers?
Christ, Apollo, you just were complaining! You wanna know what the detectives said? They doubted there was a lawyer who think would get a not guilty verdict on this one?
Well, that sounds like a fucking challenge, is what that sounds like.
Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case.
Yeah, they said any pussyfoot 2-bit lawyer could probably not do it, and it would take a really smart and handsome genius, really experienced lawyer who is also very altruistic and works for free.
I unfortunately fit that description.
Don't worry,
Tragically,
Jinxie.
that's me.
If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly.
What?
Is there anyone who thinks Phoenix is the greatest lawyer besides Edgeworth? Yes, the judge.
Yeah.
That's the only other person.
No. Okay. It's important to note. Also, the series itself thinks Phoenix is the best lawyer.
Yeah,
like,
they
you
are
they
right
gas
about that.
him up so much that he's the greatest fucking lawyer ever to exist.
I guess it
And-
also depends on your definition of greatness, because if your definition of greatness is just like getting to the upper echelon of like getting a lot of like whatever the correct verdict that you need is a lot of not guilties, like he
Yeah.
does that. I'm not saying that makes him a good lawyer, but if you're judging success by like the paycheck, I don't think he has that either.
No. That's why he still rides a bike everywhere.
That's why
But he says it's for the environment.
That's why they still have all the shit from the storage shed that they just they decided they had to cut from the budget laying around in the Wright Anything agency. Like he's constantly like, no, we'll get another place to store it. It'll be cheaper. Just
No, it's
In most
environmental downsizing. What does that mean, Phoenix?
I also want to point out, yeah, Apollo used to think Phoenix Wright was the greatest lawyer in the world because that's what he heard in law school all the time.
and then
Never
It
meet
is
your heroes.
it is general public consensus that Phoenix Wright is one of the greatest lawyers to ever exist. And then Apollo met him and worked with him and is like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Got it.
love it. Honestly, though, I love that. I just wish the series was consistent about it. But
Me too.
Thus far, it seems like they are self-aware, at least.
Apollo Justice makes Phoenix fucking wunderkind super genius who's right about everything and predicts moves like 30,000 steps ahead.
Well, he has
That's
a
when
special hat.
Well, that's when Phoenix Wright sucks. I hate Phoenix Wright in that game. This game onward, he's normal Phoenix. He's a bumbling buffoon, and that's what
Yep.
makes him great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with that. That like they fucking like 30-year-old like yowied him in the previous game.
They
Like,
did, and it was miserable.
It was kind of hot though, but it was miserable.
You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly?
I like how it's not a question. That is fully an
Yeah.
exclamation point.
Ooh, it's all over, isn't it? It's okay. I'll be all alone for the rest of my short life until I use the die instantly charm.
All right. Jinxie already lost her mother. All right. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me.
The boy, Polly.
Yay!
Can I help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus no toilet cleaning duty for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man.
I don't understand the toilet cleaning duty. Who is spending time at the Wright Anything agency office? Phoenix doesn't seem to ever be fucking there. Like, Trucy is where goes home to wherever do they live at the Wright Anything agency? Is that canon?
I believe so.
Okay,
It's
that makes a
dust.
little
I
more
don't-
sense
I
then.
don't
He's
know if
cleaning
it's
dust
canon.
off of the toilet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's canon, but I've always seen that to be the case.
Yeah,
I mean,
there-
it looks like an Akiyama situation. If you know
yeah,
what I mean.
Akiyama from Yakuza, from the Yakuza series. Because
Yeah,
Austin was
well,
another Akiyama who's a chick from,
Oh, yeah.
from Kengan.
Yeah.
Ah, God.
Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Yeah,
Please don't
demons
say it like that.
are usually so mean.
It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. I guess I ought to go and meet my new client. Oh, but before I forget, I'll jot this down in my notebook.
Hey, Apollo. What's the notebook for?
Oh, nothing. Trying to cover up big hunky wrestler yokai fighters.
Fucking. Oh, I remember that we have made Apollo in our canon painfully straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he can't have anyone know that he thinks it's a cool idea.
Yeah, that he's also thinking
steal
like,
it.
but what if I was a wrestler in court?
Yeah,
What
he
if I
has
was a
his
big
eyes.
muscly wrestler in court? He'll figure it out. Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case.
You see what you're saying now, Farina? That he's gonna get the series made in Canada? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant he was just like, ooh, I love Donkey Dudes, but no, he's also coming up with the idea of like, damn, but wouldn't that be a great like Steel Samurai sequel? Like spiritual success, like it takes place in the same cinematic universe.
Absolutely perfect, and he's got his self-insert character that he's working on.
Oh god.
It's like a big cool demon guy.
Yeah, the demon lawyer. Yes, exactly. Holy shit, perfect.
He's like a demon who's like turned against his own kind to be able to help out the humans. Never been done before. Completely original idea.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to talk about this in chat for just a second.
Alright, fair enough.
Phoenix, I've never understood the argument Phoenix drastically changes between trilogies. He just gets jaded. So here's the thing. The way they're trying to portray Phoenix in Apollo Justice is a bit contrarian with itself because he is supposed to get more distant, more unfocused, more like withdrawn from everything. But as a result, they're trying to portray him as being more slickly competent than he is when he isn't happy. And I swear to God, I mean this. I really do think it was trying to make him not literally for Tumblr, but a kind of Tumblr sexy man archetype.
Definitely.
Of we're gonna take him from bumbling to he's got everything figured out, but he's also sad. And it's
that's the thing that gets me. If he was just hyper competent and he just was able to figure shit out on the fly like he did, like he built up more experience from where he was in the last game, I'd honestly have been fine with that. But it's the fact that he knows every single twist of every single case that Apollo's in the second it happens. The second he hears about it, he knows exactly who did it, how it happened, and everything about it. He's portrayed as consistently 100% right, instead of he's figuring it out as he goes and improvising, which is his strength. It's a complete 180 in character.
I think it's also the mechanical difference between when you have a character meant to be the player character, who oftentimes you need to have, not need, but oftentimes it's easy to have an introduction to a game be like a character bumbling or something like that because you, the player, are bumbling because you're figuring out how to play, versus when you have a character who's meant to be like the mentor sort of character who has to know what they're doing. Sometimes the function of that makes it harder to write.
I also I agree with that. Like
harder to write.
Because we also are, the times we see Phoenix's inner monologue in Apollo Justice are much more limited, and a lot of the bumbling that Phoenix does is portrayed through inner monologue, but there's a layer of language that is missing there. Of those inner monologue scenes are played when you're playing the game with Phoenix, the character's model or sprite, changing to react to the, oh, I'm nervous trying to figure shit out. And that doesn't play at all because we don't see him have those steps of logic. So it comes across to the audience as like, I knew the whole plan all along. And they lean into that into the story by having Apollo in universe be pissed off at Phoenix for being so smug when things are so important.
And also when he is, and this is important to note, when he is actively falsifying evidence to fuck with Apollo.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, he did the one thing that he supposedly thinks is the greatest sin an attorney can do, of providing falsified evidence to Apollo, making him present it and win a case. And then it's immediately forgotten and moved past, and he's justified. And I hate that.
They did make a mascot about the thing Phoenix did. You're right. Wow.
Yes. But again, he's not attached to it because he is always right and perfect. And that's what pisses me off.
That said, if you see it from the perspective of they overcorrected before and they've brought him back down here, like it feels smoothed out now as okay, we're picking up like in the series with these characters at their certain archetype points. It really does feel like it would have been a more earned narrative for Phoenix if there was a point in Apollo Justice where when you confront Phoenix, it's not like, no, I'm doing this larger master plan thing you don't understand. If the thing he really did tell Apollo is, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never really known what I've doing. Like, if they acknowledge the player's connection in universe of, I have this sort of spark of knowing what I am doing, that is the presumed player's own intuition and ability within the game, that I have lost and I don't know what I'm doing anymore and I am trying to help you find it. But instead you play as Phoenix and it like is brought back into the narrative of being from the gameplay perspective. Thus far, this game is really making a point of playing with the different characters' perspectives, of choosing which perspective you're seeing and when. Because having Sykes do a flashback to Apollo, like meeting Apollo, and then starting from Apollo's perspective caught me off guard. But I really do like that. I enjoy that at this point, we, the player, already kind of know the steps of what we're doing, so why would we be from Sykes' perspective where we've already just done that?
Yeah.
In the previous trial. It makes so much more sense to jump to Apollo here. And then once we get further along in the narrative, when we are getting to, like, they even did that in the first trial, where you start from Sykes' perspective and then you jump to Phoenix's perspective, because once you're in the groove of things, now it's the lawyer who doesn't have all these steps in the way, but whose narrative perspective is still looking to other people in the room to try and find what to do. Like, as much as we joke about it, it is a real ability that he has of looking to everybody else in the room to see what is everyone else thinking and inferring from that what he's missing. So if they had drawn more of a point of, because he's so withdrawn in Apollo Justice, that he has lost that ability, it would have been cool. But instead, he got way better at it.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Answering some other things, yes, this game does explore the whole end justifies the means things. Not the same way, though, and in a way that I think is much more competently told than Phoenix's story in Apollo Justice. The Bloody Ace always felt like Phoenix using Kristoff's biggest weapon against himself, knowing it paints him in a bad light, but also knowing it was ultimately for the better. Some sacrifices got to be made. I don't even disagree with that, but the narrative does.
I think that's ultimately it. Yeah, I wish the narrative made more of a point of honing in on how bad it is that he was at that point.
Yeah, the game, like, Apollo sees this as a bad thing the entire game, because it is objectively a bad thing that Phoenix did.
But Apollo is also portrayed as being unreasonable for it.
Yes. But then, the very next thing is about how it's bad when anyone other than Phoenix does it. And that is miserable. It's why I hate him so much in that game.
That said, again, because we are now jumping back to Phoenix is back to this point, it makes it feel like a road bump in the grand scheme of things, where it could have been a progressive narrative if they wanted to keep Phoenix this very withdrawn character. But they've decided to seemingly do the same thing with Apollo now in this game, but we are seeing how he gets to that point. And that's,
which makes it justified.
Instead of seeing what we do in the Apollo Justice game, which is Phoenix at his most Phoenix, and then decrepit old Phoenix, and there's an implied in between that we're like seeing. We saw the thing that made him have his downfall, and then we're seeing him at his worst, but the implied in between isn't explored enough. Okay, we should get back to the game.
Yes.
No, that was good though. I ate my cake.
Oh, excellent.
Good.
I also have to piss is the thing. So I am going to briefly go away. If you have anything else you want to say, Ozzy, go for it.
I will, yeah. To answer Square's point, Phoenix being secretive does very much fit in character, and I'm not even opposed to him being secretive. It's, again, the level of hyper-competency and the narrative treating his secretive behavior as justified and positive. I don't feel like the original trilogy did. I really don't. I really feel like every time Phoenix was super private and secretive about his thoughts, sometimes it would result in him getting an advantage in court, but most time it would cause problems. Like, it would cause a rift between him and Maya. It would cause Maya to react negatively to things. It just... Phoenix Wright never felt like a perfect character in the original trilogy. And he doesn't in this game, and from what little I played of Spirit of Justice, it doesn't feel like it in there either. But in Apollo Justice, everything that he does is 100% justified and perfect. Like, the narrative tells you that he is always right. And that just isn't Phoenix Wright. That's never been his character. He's never been always right. He's always been wrong, bumbling until he's correct. Maybe you can, but I can't. I guess that's
the ultimate difference in perspective there.
I can't see him being better if he had better resources, because he doesn't. In Apollo Justice, he's lost his case and he's lost access to everything, and yet now, even with no resources, he's the most competent he's ever been. I can't see that being justified.
I am going to go to the restroom now, and I'm going to run an ad as I do.
I thought you already did.
No, not yet. I will be right back, and then we'll get back to the game. But this has been very interesting because I think a lot of this is informed by there being 2 games after this that give us Phoenix back at his pre-Apollo Justice sort of territory. But we'll see how that is going forward. Boink.
If anyone can still hear me through the ad, you know, people who the ad's not playing for, I do want to at least float out. I do still like Phoenix Wright.
Oh, you're coming in? Oh, she's coming in? Okay. Okay. Let's see, big girl. Big girl.
Oh. Oopsie poopsie, I didn't mute.
You did not. No, the entire chat heard that.
I heard me talking to my cat.
Yep.
Oopsie poopsie.
Wow.
That I will fully agree with. If they gave us more insight into what Phoenix was doing, they could potentially justify A, how he got the information he has, and B, make it justified how he seems so hyper-competent. But they don't, so it just comes out of nowhere and then immediately disappears when it didn't seem like a very popular choice at large. So they just made Phoenix go back to normal just with more experience. Which, in my opinion, is the perfect way for his character to continue.
Especially
Same
because
character just developed, yeah.
Especially because he is also a perspective character at times, so it allows for the experience, the character who's in universe supposed to be the one who's done this the most, to be the one that has shared player experience with the player having played all the previous games. They feel like this guy is the most experienced while playing as him.
Yes, and even when he's not a perspective character, he still comes across as experienced and wise, but not all-knowing.
Correct.
And that's the thing that I think sells it, because he is the most experienced lawyer. He should be the most experienced lawyer.
We should keep it rolling.
We should, yes.
Competence comes from us never seeing anything outside of that last case. Yeah, ultimately what it is we needed to see more
Completely
of the transition.
Yep.
And like, it could be good hypothetically, but the point is we didn't see it.
Exactly.
Anyways, back to jotting all of this down. Sorry, that's Apollo going through all of his notes that are just his personal grievances with Phoenix Wright. Like the
Trying
man.
desperately to find like a blank page.
Yeah.
Damn, I really took down a lot of these.
Wow, I got like into detail about it. Jesus, didn't talk to me for 7 years. Man.
And so I don't misplace them. I'm putting my notes in the court record.
Did I really write stupid hat 3 different times, thinking it was the first thought every time?
Did I mention stupid hat 4th time?
I guess it's what you would call a to-do list.
Oh, sounds handy.
To read my notes, I just open the court record with right bumper. Then I can switch between the tabs using left bumper and right bumper.
Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away.
Interesting.
What?
His angry glare can paralyze you with fear.
And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes.
Your dad's Superman?
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
A paralyzing stare, laser beams from the eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster.
So,
Or a prosecutor, am I right? Oh god, write that one down.
Hang on, do I have a blank page?
20 minutes later.
Hey, I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done.
Okay, thanks.
Wait, aren't we chaperoning? Whatever, she's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. She can get down the mountain on her own.
Amazing Ninetales, Master Wrestler of unknown origin. Damon Tenma, 45. And this is the guy I'm going to be voicing. Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Rex, who is fucking dead. Go meet my client.
To the detention center.
Away!
Alright, let me get ready to voice.
I'd definitely say a deep and sort of booming voice.
Okay.
He's got to sound a little menacing, you know?
Understood.
Do I... I've been thinking
visiting
since I
hours.
saw him, like, do I bring up the fact that in my head he already sounds like Big D? Like...
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
I think Big D is the perfect voice for him. Oh my god.
Understood.
Visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds.
Oh, okay, absolutely. It's been a while, so I'm misremembering, but I never got the impression Phoenix 100% knew everything in Apollo Justice, mainly since he kept close with Kristoff all those years, with most of the, yeah, he was behind my disbarment evidence coming after Trial 1. I like to think he didn't really suspect Kristoff until the China bone plate comment after the murder. Though, again, it could be... These games are very good at letting you personally fill in those details, because they often will... only say so much, but give you inner monologues of characters. So, yeah, it's absolutely okay to have still said that swear.
Absolutely.
And I really do think it's just losing the frequency of Phoenix's perspective in Apollo Justice made the leaps in logic that he makes seem way more competent than is right for him. But we would have gotten that perspective if we were playing as him, but you are most often not playing as him.
Add one other thing too. I think it's also a thing of like these games it's not necessarily that he's like one of the worst characters ever written. It's just that most characters in these games, especially all the important ones, feel so lived in, feel so real, but in a silly way, obviously. Like they have so much like precision to them that it's just more noticeable when a character feels like they're slightly off.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll at least give it credit for trying something, even if it didn't really work. But they're trying a similar thing with Apollo in this game, so they might stick the landing on it. We will see.
I think
Well,
they
at the
do
very
a better
least, having-
job because we see and play through how he's getting to this point.
Yes, and Marina?
Oh, I was gonna say also having Austin voice a character like that, I feel like just suits it a little bit more too.
That's fair. Yeah, you have the range for it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Who are you?
Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out of here! Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes.
How incredibly rude!
Sorry. Did I do something to offend you?
A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness. Perfect. Big D is absolutely perfect in this character, you're right.
Wait, so he wasn't mad at me?
Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies too!
No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened?
I've seen a few jokes about Trucy having died after Apollo Justice had been replaced by a robot in the sequels. There's a fucking Dolly pull the string on. She says one of Trucy's lines.
I'm not gonna do a Trucy bot voice, even though that was the very first thought I had after hearing that.
Trucy's voice just is naturally inflected by having watched so many TikToks at a young age.
God.
Oh, God. I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they?
Whew, that was close. We do not need jailbreak added to the list of charges.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah?
Remind me, and maybe we do this today. We need to watch with Marina all of the recent episodes.
Yes.
Of Hunter the Parenting, which is where I'm getting this voice from. Is Big D, Sir D.
Yeah, I did just kind of say Big D, and if no one has context for that, that's.
Yeah. Although this guy does very much have Big D energy.
That's fair.
Yep.
I'll admit the voice is actually straining me a little bit.
I don't have a drum set, so I have to use my desk.
Okay.
Okay, seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood.
Okay, first of all...
Thank you for agreeing to defend me.
Oh, no thanks required. Just doing my job. He's even scarier when he's not saying anything. So how about them Knicks, huh?
Yes, the San Francisco Knicks.
I sure love nice days like these. It's, perfect lawyering weather.
The trial is tomorrow.
Yeah, right, the trial. Why do I keep blabbering on like that?
Okay, I'll probably need to present some of this just for the conversation. But
let's talk to him first.
Exactly, let's see.
Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask you why you were arrested?
Turn into fucking Ulf Anderson over here with the vocal cord damage. Okay.
Please don't. Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid.
Bah!
Excuse me?
To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this! This arrest should have never happened!
Go on.
I fear the ill effects it will have...
Sorry, I just realized what he just said. That's so fucking funny. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of the youth.
No, wait. Just...
This guy's fucking great.
Yeah, I love this guy. You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty.
I suppose you're right.
Our youth just came this close to quite a scare.
My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Cuby. That's why I was arrested.
Your prints were on the murder weapon. That's not good. Any idea how they got there?
For the love of fuck, please let the fucking Canadian judge be presiding over this one so I don't have to do this guy's voice and the judge's voice back to back?
Oh, God.
None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something.
You were clobbered over the head!
What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head!
Yeah! I see, a drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing.
Oh.
Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious.
Motive.
What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned?
Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late.
Oh? Was it personal in nature?
Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town.
Well, given that they're both apparently,
Surrender
monarchical in
Sorry, go on.
given that they're kind of monarchical in terms of how they, pass down the leaders over and over through the generations since ancient times, I guess, that does seem kind of personal.
It seems very personal.
Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now!
Yikes!
That's what I told him.
I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, okay, that's the motive the police have established for the alderman's murder?
Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Kubi was dead set against a municipal merger.
And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way.
This game, it likes its semicolons. Hell yeah.
Ah, curses!
Mayor Tenma, are you okay?
Of course not! Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yeah?
She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely.
No! As we remember her screaming I'm gonna be all alone! I'm gonna be all alone!
I hesitate to ask, but I beg of you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
I mean, maybe her age-appropriate actual friend can continue to be her friend.
That's Apollo's suggestion too, yeah.
Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter.
I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about.
New friends, you say?
Yes, it seems she made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale.
But you want me to hang out with her?
Okay.
They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a woman with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters.
Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. I must die now. Ah!
Why am I so tired? Must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr.
Oh,
it's
God.
Mr. Wright. Justice here.
Apollo, is that you?
Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you?
Trucy told me you took on a new case.
That. Kinda spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case.
That's fine, but I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I'm at the airport right now. There's someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. Can you believe it? Yes, she did it so quickly. It turns out you can just pay and do it right away. Who knew?
That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today.
She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her.
Wait, what? She just took off? Where's she now?
Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now.
Right.
That's where the favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go and find her.
But I've never even met her before. What does she look like, Phoenix?
Yellow?
No, Phoenix, that's racist as fuck.
No,
You can't say that.
Her color palette. You know how you're red and I'm blue? She's yellow.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What
I
is-
have other clothes.
When is the last time you wore something that wasn't red?
This is why he starts wearing the jacket.
I'll get back to you on that.
She'll be the girl.
Oh my fucking god.
She'll be the
Don't make
girl
jokes.
in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. She presents it to everybody. I don't know where she gets that from.
Okay, I'll find her.
That does make these lawyers pretty easy to identify if you're trying to find one in the wild, because they are constantly like, here's my identification.
That
No
is
addition to
true.
agents. Well, I'd better get back to Ninetales Vale quick then.
You know, Maya, as a promotion for the Wright Anything Agency, has tried to make a TikTok dance go viral with the badge. You present the badge, and then, like, you do a dance with, like, the camera focusing on the badge's, like, point of view. Like, the badge is in place and it's following your hand.
Yep.
It does not work anytime she tries it. She keeps trying it. She keeps, like, fucking buying bots for it. That's where most of the budget's going, was the TikTok bots. Anyways.
They're still just lucky to have it in, 2027 or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, that's true.
I
Oh,
think 28.
yeah, the VPN is also taking up quite a bit of the budget. It probably doesn't help that TikTok is definitely still banned, because they are in America. That's right, that's been established.
So
To
funny
Yokai
trying so hard to keep your presence as a lawyer, which is inherently very specific to the country and its laws that you are in, to try and be international, to appeal to people outside of that country.
Hey, you're someone who uses a VPN. That probably means you've committed a crime. And if you ever get caught, the Wright Anything Agency is there for you. TikTok dance. She says it out loud while moving the bench.
God.
I think this is Athena.
Yes.
I already told you I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is.
You can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky.
You stupid, pig-headed.
Wow, already called the cop a pig. Nice.
This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know.
Well, it looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes.
Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to ever defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting. I am a cop. I am above the law. Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming
Oh
with
my
me.
god, wow.
Get your hands off me.
Apollo, you've got to step. Okay, they're actually.
Is she just gonna... Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's gone.
Hey, so we're actually hiring wrestlers?
She's gonna own a village by the time this game is done.
Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time?
Sorry, the cop instinct kicked in.
Oops. Are you okay?
Do I look okay? That cop's out cold.
I am so sorry.
I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something.
No, that.
Reflex? Sounds more like a felony.
Hey, no joke. Probably for the best in this fucking world, in the universe established here.
So you're Athena Sykes, I take it.
That would be me. And you are?
I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Wright Anything Agency.
The Wright Anything Agency.
What a fishy sounding name.
God, I love that.
It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain this to you?
It is so amusing to me that we now, in the real world, in real life, have a law office that's called the Eagle Squad, which is Legal Eagle, the lawyer YouTuber's law firm, at like him and his lawyers, and that's like a normal thing that exists. And
Millennials have to practice law too. Come on.
Yeah, it's so millennial it hurts. Good lord. But it's so funny now that how culture has come around that the idea of the Write Anything agency, it's a talent agency / lawyer, seems fishy to me. I think I'll go to the YouTuber instead. Like, it's become so normal.
Does it bother you to know that Apollo's a Zoomer?
Objection! Objection!
Objection. Oh, right, that right. So then you must be.
He's 24 and it's 2028.
Where
Good
have
lord,
you
you're right.
been? I've been looking for you all over.
You're right, he is a Zoomer through and through. Holy shit.
I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little about yourself?
I do really enjoy her expressions. They're so fucking fun.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I love her design. Mr. Wright didn't tell me much. As always.
The wiki estimates Athena was born in 2009. So yeah, she is Gen Alpha. She is
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Zoomer Gen Alpha. This is a generational staircase of a lawyer agency.
Phoenix is a millennial.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yes,
We could still buy
absolutely
that
he
office.
is.
Oh, of course. Feel free to ask away.
Okay, well, first of all, I mean,
Yep, that's your attorney's badge, all right. It's dull, grimy. It's dull, grimy look. Makes me think of all the courtroom battles you faced so far. I was too in the Trucy headspace where I was gonna like keep listing off insults.
Yeah.
meaner and meaner.
I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to go.
I don't have a lawyer's badge. I do have my my One Piece necklace that was gifted to me by Jay. Thanks, bud.
Do you still have your McDonald's certification somewhere?
Yeah, that's still up on the wall.
Well, there you go. Just flash that really fast.
I would have to go tear it down. It's taped to the wall.
No. I mean, like if you need to present your badge.
That's
just...
fair. That's fair. I need to get a laminated version of it for ease sake.
Mhm.
God. Actually, I just haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate her dreams about work just yet.
An interesting picture. It looks like a one-on-one monster smackdown.
Or is it, you know?
It must have been quite a battle. Which yokai do you think is stronger?
Seems to me Tenmataro's ability to fly would give him an edge over the nine-tailed fox.
Well, that's why you're a stupid idiot, because that loser lost, idiot, loser.
But the fox has powerful legs. He'd pounce before Tenmataro knew it hit him.
He won't be pouncing on anyone after he's dropped from way up in the sky, though.
But the nine-tailed fox is gold-colored. Gold is way better than black, so I'm sure he'd win.
What do colors have to do with anything? Besides,
my
everyone
God.
knows red is the
Oh
best.
oh my god, they literally have their colors. Well, let's actually present all these, because I really am curious.
Sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind. But give me an hour, and I'll have it analyzed Sykes style. I'll get on it right away.
No need for that, I was just wondering.
I do like that generic text, that's fun. Okay, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's talk. Who are you?
Now that I've shown you every item that I have in my grimy fucking pockets.
I just assumed I would have assumed you were robbing me. That felt like what was happening.
You did beat me unconscious with with
Police
a cop.
officer with the witness.
So Athena, I heard you just passed the bar.
That's right. And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me.
A bit more than you might think. In fact,
Where are you going with that?
I'm only 18.
18? How in the hell did you become a lawyer at that age?
Fucking somewhere, Francisca sneezes.
I would like to remind you that Francisca at this point is probably only 21 or 22. I believe that she's like 15, 16 in the first game where she's the main prosecutor.
I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe.
Thank you, yes, for giving that the smear it needs, the fucking delicious addition it needs. The Europe. Oh, excuse me, I was in La Europe.
And I got my license to practice law while I was up. Wait, for where?
Wait.
For what?
Hold on.
International
Is
law?
the thing that she just told us is like, yeah, I graduated from an overseas university. Like, oh, hang on, what, was it online? I mean, yeah.
I'm only qualified to practice law in France. Is that going to be a problem?
What if I just assert it really confidently?
All I can say is, wow. She must be a genius or something.
I also studied analytic psychology. Thought it might help me a bit better as lawyer.
Francisca should be 28 at this point? Oh.
28?
She was born in 1999, estimated, and in Dual Destinies is in 2027. Francisca's 18 during Justice for All.
She is 18.
Right, so,
I thought
yeah, because
she
remember,
was,
she started at
or so.
13, so, like...
Well, yes, I knew that, but she'd been doing law for a while before we faced her in court.
Yeah, she is
I thought she was, like, 16, 17.
She is a Zoomer. And right now she is, like, she is having a lot of strong opinions about healthcare.
I did also forget that, her last appearance was in 2019.
That's right.
Well, thank you for the correction. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work?
Apollo, the very fact you're asking that means you, God, you're so straight.
A client. So tell me about our client. What are they like?
Oh, right, you haven't met him yet? Well...
We're dissociating.
And that about sums it up.
He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father.
This girl loves the Yakuza games.
But are you crying?
I'm not crying. There was something in my eye.
They're called tears.
Moving right along. Let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1.
So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology.
That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Imagine if you look at a person and you try to infer how they feel and then ask them that. The future is now.
Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice. And then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner widget. You know, basic psychology.
Made in ChatGPT 5.6.
Widget?
This device around my neck here. Say hi, widget.
Look, he's so excited.
Hi, widget.
He's cheeky.
It talks!
Whoa, you need a volume knob. Okay, anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling.
I love that she calls it a little guy. I love that.
He's just a little guy.
I do like Athena. I just wish she didn't have to fight out 2 other bozos for the spotlight. That's fair.
Yeah.
I got a device that reads minds, doesn't everyone? Awkward.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Now that I seriously doubt.
Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case?
A special edition covering our case? That was quick.
That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop. Rapido!
Right. Well, let's just see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish?
It's flavor!
It's fun. Tenmatara, real flight of fancy. An airborne figure resembling Tenmatara was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ten Vale's Tail.
What? He was seen flying through the sky.
Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetails Vale.
It's only 2028, so Photoshop hasn't been invented yet.
The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case.
Hey, we joked about this, but did that guy really fucking just throw him so hard that this photo was taken after that? Is that actually what happened? He had a 50-foot leap.
Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred.
Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved.
Wait a second. Yokai? As in one of those Japanese monsters. Mine God. You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you?
This both feels so funny, but also so targeted.
I want you to know, because I think it's great. You guys have decided that she went to school in France and she speaks Spanish and German.
Yeah, for flavor, to
No
seem
French.
interesting. Yeah, except it's bad.
No, of course not. German? Why not plain old English?
No, okay, Apollo.
That's Apollo's problem, is that it's foreign.
Yeah.
He's wearing a red suit for a reason.
Oof.
On Dolly, Apollo, let's get cracking on that crime scene already.
God, it's so
It's
good.
Andale. It's Athena, it's Andale.
Andala.
God damn it. Okay, so what's next on the list?
Investigating the crime scene. What else? Well, what are we waiting for? Last one there is a rotten egg.
We don't have to run all the way there.
Okay. Then what about speed walking?
Why does this have to be a competition at all?
Otherwise, I don't feel involved.
The idea of two lawyers power walking up a dusty trail onto a mountain.
Up a mountain.
There's a place near where you live that advertises heating and color TV on the heavily weathered sign. Yeah, I actually have seen, there's one business around here like that. So they want...
QB Manor Foyer.
Let's go to the... I do actually
Cool.
want to first go here just to see if she has anything special to say about it. Nope, okay. April 17th, QB Manor Foyer.
You hear that? It sounds like a TV or something.
A color TV.
Oh, look!
You can hear the colors?
There's a TV in that little room in the corner.
In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the amazing Time Tales, has been confirmed missing according to sources to the list of the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after a special event held in Ninetail Trail today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say that his disappearance may be connected with Tenmatara's recent escape.
So that wrestler's gone missing too.
Okay. Okay, alright. Oh god. Okay, I'll do this one because I don't have a lot of characters right now.
Do you have a Tanuki voice?
Uh...
What do you think a Tanuki sounds like?
Just a kind of scrappy little guy. You got a scrappy little guy voice.
Low kleptomaniac?
Hopefully that won't, like, rip your throat apart.
Hey, you two. You don't belong in here.
Perfect.
Oh, that's good.
Beautiful. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious.
What about those horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me.
Horns? That's my hair, dude! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to...
Oh. You're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya?
I should have reckoned with that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. The name is Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet you.
Same here.
For the record, I have a voice category in my head that is Eddie, is what I call this voice for this archetype of character. It's Eddie! Hey, everybody loves Eddie! It's Eddie!
Wow, talk about a quick change of heart.
Hey, so tell me, demon lawyer, bet you use those demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebas out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little demon, you, capiche, capone, West Coast, East Coast, who gives a shit?
These horns, my hair, isn't meant to threaten anyone.
Oh, he's wearing the bracelet now.
Yep.
Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Hey, then again, ain't none of my business, so...
That was fast. Guess he's done with me.
Well, I best get back to work.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, exactly.
Halt! Stop right there.
Huh? Let me?
Apollo, your bracelet's gone.
Oh my god, he pickpocketed us.
Hey!
He pick-sleeved us. That was on our wrist.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later.
Somehow, I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
Oh, the cat's out of the bag. No, no.
It was barely in the bag in the first place. It was never in the bag.
Yeah, you would have absolutely, it would have worked though, dude, if she wasn't here.
That was a pretty pathetic attempt.
Hey, I'm in jail now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Hey, please forgive me. I'm begging you.
Oh.
Sheesh, I almost feel
Oh,
sorry for him.
God. Oh, God. The fucking...
What should we do about him, Apollo?
Jail.
Well, I got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough. So...
Oh, I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got such a big heart. Has the big old wad of cash in your wallet, I hope.
You leave my wallet out of this.
Oh?
Didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us?
Run away, head for the hills.
Oh my god, he literally goes squee when he runs away.
Hear you?
Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer.
He left his shoes behind, too.
Well, no, Athena, you're supposed to do that here. That's how that works.
The guy's the
No, like
living definition of a bumbling thief.
He ran out into the mountain woods in his bare feet. No
Oh.
socks, even.
Oh, wow. Well, can I have his shoes?
Let's hang... I'm gonna take his shoes. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him.
You
For sure.
literally scared the shoes off of him. How the hell did you do that?
God damn.
As for the diagrams, I say we keep them.
Fair. Fair.
They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them.
Crime scene diagram added to the court record. Foyer diagram added to the court record.
That's what that cop who was questioning Athena was trying to find. He got fit-fucked and he like, oh god damn it, I gotta make sure I get those back. Oh, they're gonna be so mad at the precinct.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Wait, is that actually that might actually be what happened? Holy shit. Like, where did he get these? So, yeah, the camera... Hang on. Okay. I've learned to pay attention to these things.
Mm-hmm.
There's an implied that door swings open that way. That happens, right?
Yeah.
From the diagram here. However, is that actually what that's showing? Because nowhere else does it show in what direction the door's open. Is that instead
Well,
showing
maybe it won't be important.
the swivel angle of the camera?
Oh, maybe?
I think
Although
it's the
that
door.
angle wouldn't quite match up if that were a swivel.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that
From where it
case,
is.
that's presumed to be the door, so it is worth
Yeah.
noting that it would take quite a bit of difficulty to slip in and out of the caretaker's office through that door there without being spotted by the camera. You would have to be very careful doing it.
Yeah, you'd have to be careful. Same with the window behind where the camera is, where there's one window that is currently open. That is currently open. That is absolutely right behind the camera, and it's.
Is that a window or is that a door?
Oh, no, for sure that's a window.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you can see it in the background of the background.
Oh, right, you are. It's right
That's
there.
absolutely an open fucking window.
Yeah, that's a fully open window. I see. You're right.
Hmm.
Now then, as I recall, Fox Chamber should be at the top of those stairs.
Fucking.
Here we are at the top of those stairs.
Whoa. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from?
Popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro.
You mean the great evil has returned?
Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene.
Oh, this is
Oh. Who is this?
This is the detective for the rest of the cases.
Oh god, who is voicing the detective then?
Who wants to voice the detective?
Hmm.
Who
hasn't had a detective so far?
I guess I haven't, because you have
Yeah,
Eva.
it is just you.
Okay. So I'll come up with a voice for this guy as I get to know him.
Dealer's choice.
And who are you? Are you with the police?
I ask first. Who are you and what are you doing here? Second thought. I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene.
Under arrest? But
Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else I don't want to be late for lunch.
You wearing a backpack
Please?
with 2 straps?
Yes, he
Wait.
is.
we're Maya Tenma's lawyers.
Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I've heard about. I almost took you two in. You two were suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day.
Join the club. Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust us.
Oh my god, thank you.
Oh boy, this guy is a story and a half.
A story and a half, that's a great way to put it. Like, oh wow, there's a fucking story there. So, what can I do for you? Justice needs backup sometimes too, so I don't mind you asking for help, but you should start by thinking things over yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step.
If you don't have any information to offer, you could just say that. So, would it be okay if we had a look around?
Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here.
Yikes, is he reaching for his gun?
In justice we trust us.
Oh, it's just his badge.
You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line.
I didn't look
Since
at that
fucking
long
when?
enough to see if it said, like, certified McDonald's master or whatever. He
Yeah,
may
this
be
guy might
pulling
be
one
totally
on.
bullshit.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind.
Good luck. Let me know how that goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come.
Okay, so we can say
Persuasion.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice, that would be you, at bay.
I know it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice in me, you say?
That's right.
Are you trying to say that justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
The fuck?
No
silly. We're just saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
Oh, platitude. Let's try that one. Oh, I see the friends over there, by the by.
Oh,
See the friends?
yeah. Like, I clocked that diva
Yeah.
as soon as we were first seeing this
Oh,
room.
friend.
No, it can't be.
You have him on the ropes now, Athena.
If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
What kind of crime scene is a part of justice, too?
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Whose justice is the most just here?
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, what do you have me do?
Actually, I'm
This
a
guy
man.
shit his pants.
Fucking hell.
I think we really got to him.
Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions
Jesus.
of justice go.
Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
After all that about authorized personnel only. You know, this was surprisingly easy.
Should I stop them? Or should I let them go through? Whose justice is more justice?
Well,
Ooh.
let's get to work.
Banger, what the fuck?
We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with all the left sticks.
And change our perspective with right stick. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Glad we agree. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned.
Oh,
Nous
there it is.
allons commencer. Let's get started.
Ow!
Oh,
Ow!
God.
I still
Oh.
pronounced that somehow a little too correctly because I said allon instead of...
Yeah, you did actually
instead of
say
allons.
Alon. You
Allons.
could not stop yourself.
Allen's.
Oh.
You're not on my level yet, Marina.
Yeah, exactly. You're truly the bad French master.
Okay,
Your French is too good.
let's start with these.
Wow, this is a pricey looking chair.
The chair is definitely the thing I was looking at there.
Apparently, the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it.
Really?
Yeah. And when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings.
So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about.
That stinks.
Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him.
It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster.
Oh wait, that's fun. It gives you a check mark.
Yeah.
Whirl.
So, this is where Alderman Cuby's body was found.
Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, held Mayor Tenman's prints on it.
That's not good.
Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here.
Oh, he was able to reboot. Okay.
Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so in the name of justice, I must say bye-bye. What his icon, he looks like a fucking Gundam character that would be named exactly the same thing.
Yes.
Like, good lord. Oh,
What was that all about?
okay.
Yeah, he's gone now. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can't lift it up and...
Freeze!
Yikes!
No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers.
He does have a point there.
Detective Fulbright, did you hear about the attack over on Yokai Lane?
Did she spell his name wrong? No, that
No,
is
it's
how it's
Fulbright.
spelled. Okay, yeah.
I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth.
And you waited until now to tell me? I better get over there at once and just as we trust is.
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more.
The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. I hope she never finds my weaknesses.
Oh, too late.
Psychology. You got to get in their head.
Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight.
Interesting.
There's a fox pattern on it.
The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it all got there. Why does this seem important?
Probably because there's blood on at a crime scene, but you know.
So that's the pulled off talisman.
Check in with the squad.
Nothing of particular interest at the squad.
I heartily disagree.
That flat cat is so funny.
I love them.
These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood.
Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing? They're pretty big tracks. Almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird.
Then it must be one big bird. Not of the friendly yellow type either.
Maybe it's some kind of mutant bird creature.
So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman Cubey with a spear.
It's more plausible than saying a monster or a yokai did
I
it.
suppose
Is
so.
it? Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is, by definition, a monster.
No, mutants are science monsters, actually. Thank you.
Check the door.
Mutants are science. I will check the door, but there's some other stuff to check too.
Heck, Chernobyl, Apollo. Look, the statue only has one tail.
What the fuck? Rip off.
Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents a yokai's power. I actually thought that was Athena.
So if you had two Apollo, I'd only have one?
Well, look at our hair.
Yeah, I think that's.
You
I think
have one, and I have two horns.
I think that's exactly what she's saying. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Not that it means you're better than me. Got it?
Like I said, what?
Okay. Let's check the door then.
Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmatara was imprisoned in there before his escape.
Think
Think
we
we
could
could-
get this door open?
It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
Yeah, just trust.
When did you? Why are you?
Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door doesn't open, fuck you. We tried and tried, but it won't budge. You see the fucking Planet of the Apes movie where they're trying everything on the door to rip it open, apes together strong shit? Yeah, we did that with all the cops. Couldn't get it. It's impossible.
Apes together strong.
They couldn't even
Yes.
use explosives if they wanted to.
They tried. It was so hard. So
Well, they've only got one guy, and he's apparently way too, horny just to blow regular shit up, so...
yeah, he is currently available, but you're right. I don't think he would be stable, exactly. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
Oh.
So an unopenable door. Right.
According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
No, I didn't say any of that, fuck you!
So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind.
Yeah, they only let you examine very specific things in investigations rather than just anything in the background. There's still some flavor ones.
This Fulbright guy really is
I think it's time to change perspective.
when you have a family of athletes that are these big jockey type people, they're all 6'2" and jacked, but one of them is just an absolute dweeb.
You're right, yeah, the nerd jock of them.
Have you guys actually read the student handbook? It's actually pretty neat.
Fucking Brendan Lee
This
Mulligan.
one's this one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers.
Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once.
Really? What are they used for?
Oh, things like pinching through cheeks,
Oh!
pulling out tongues.
Stop! Stop!
Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes.
Oh god.
Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener. Something like that.
Demons eat canned food? I always wondered what they ate besides people.
Yep.
I mean, they
the
could
two
eat canned people.
two
What do they do in the
options.
wintertime? Think about it.
Fucking use
When
your
it's
head.
winter in hell.
When hell freezes over, what else is there to do?
Exactly.
Well,
Gotta have some of your humans can. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. We've got another diva by the door. I know there's a sparkling statue to look at too, but
Diva by the door. That is who we are.
doesn't this Tanuki statue remind me of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch?
This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, you know, it does kind of look like him.
Ooh, I got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might
What?
transform back into Mr. Filch.
Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know.
Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo.
We can just vandalize it for the normal reasons now.
Okay, so the air vent comes into here. That's good
Right,
to know,
you
and not
are.
necessarily the chamber. Ooh, look, trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales. Yokai Division winner, Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Of course, they have fucking tournaments for pro
So
wrestling.
narrow.
Yokai division? I didn't know you could have a division of one.
Oh, add that to the notes. He's gotta add that to his... Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered, masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by
Writing
night.
that down, writing that down, writing that down.
No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena.
I don't know about that. That could absolutely
That's the
be
one
okay.
complaint. Otherwise, jotting it down.
Ooh, the grade isn't on it.
Huh. It looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there.
What if you got a running start and jumped?
I doubt even a high jumper could make it.
Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper.
Even so, that must be about 9 feet high.
Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice.
She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words.
You are really getting hung up on it, the fact that they're foreign.
Hey, now we can check the friends.
Yes, you're right.
Look, a cat with 2 tails.
No such thing.
Oh, well, okay. And this lady has a really long neck. How funny is that?
There's no way a creature like that could ever exist. She'd have a tough time swallowing.
Apollo, you fucking
Okay,
kill.
you're a bundle of laughs, buddy. Apollo, I bet you were one of those. I bet you were one of those kids who didn't believe in Santa Claus.
Holy shit!
What's that got to do with anything?
Wow, that's it? That's the whole dialogue? Damn.
Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there?
Unsteady and, restless.
That's a direct representation of the current
Oh, you're
state of
doing-
your mind.
You're doing an analytical psychology, I see.
Wait, that's some kind of psychological test?
My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool.
You're actually not that far off the mark.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, nice guess, Professor Dr. Science. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro battling it out.
Oh, careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it.
Really? Oh yeah, it does. Wonder if it's the alderman's blood.
How can you remain so calm after seeing this blood?
Well, this isn't the first time I've seen something like
That's
this.
fair.
So,
I'll also check
I've
the
s-
window, don't worry.
I've seen 3 people die.
Never really seen my own blood before, though, so, you know.
Yeah, that would probably fuck me up, but other than that, I'm good.
Hopefully I don't get exploded anytime soon. Wouldn't that
There
be
are no-
fucking wild?
You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case.
I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too?
Fox and demon, demon and fox.
Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff.
The window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out.
It's one of those hotel windows, yeah.
Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame.
Oh.
It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. Oh, it must be from some kind of animal.
Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman Cubey have a pet fox?
Golden fur added to the court record.
Ooh, I wonder if someone dropped something out the window down the cliff.
Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows.
Yeah, I saw a man die right in front of me. You wouldn't believe how many times I had flashbacks to his last words.
Hey, Apollo, do you hear something?
Yeah, the man who died's last words. What?
Yeah, they run and loop in my head. I don't hear anything.
Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine.
You're old.
What are you implying?
A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait, and the echo of someone's voice. In.
Justice, we trust us. Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct.
I heard it through the air ducts?
Yeah, check this shit out. It's cool.
But why would she hear you through there?
Why don't we go to the diagram? Yeah, as you can see, that air vent is connected to an air duct that leads right out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your precious ears. And
what a
oh yeah,
unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something.
Cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true, but as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. You need someone who has like a fucking 50-foot vertical leap or something. 9 feet high, in fact.
But who has that?
That would be ridiculous.
Or, I don't know, a rope, but why would...
Yeah, maybe a rope. I highly doubt there's any way you get up there without a ladder or a rope or something, and I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you?
I guess you're right.
Speaking of things in this room.
Speaking of things in this room.
Yeah?
Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright?
I see. Not on your watch or mine, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case.
Oh, come on. Throw us a bone here.
Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need.
I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of my enemy's hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most justice? Why is this so hard?
Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too,
Oh,
right?
are you saying we do that discovery shit Phoenix has been going on about? Ugh.
You know, like the police motto, to serve and protect.
I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto, actually.
Yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice.
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah,
we
gaslit him,
did,
alright.
I'm not sure that was entirely ethical.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't
Okay.
ethical, but it was easy, so...
That's true.
Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene?
That's correct, and this photo shows what she saw when they opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access.
A key. So then, the Fox chamber was locked.
Yeah, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door.
Really? So, Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber.
And actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Interesting.
Disappeared. You think the killer took it?
It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you.
You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean.
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls.
Shameless rascal? Who even says that?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either.
Ew. Thank you for the crime photo, though. I do appreciate that.
Wait, what do you mean? Why did you go ew? I don't understand. What
Don't
was wrong with what I said?
move on. You're too straight.
Oh, I would never. She's my coworker.
Good. Learn that one from
Those-
someone other than Phoenix.
Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind.
You don't actually think the murderer was some kind of monster, do you?
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
Our prime suspect would be, no doubt, loving to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
And Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander?
I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman.
So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma god left feathers and tracks behind. To make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer.
Yeah, the name thing is interesting.
Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. That ain't right. I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect.
That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain.
My guy!
God. And he's really scary looking, too.
Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested?
Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Ms. Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Filch. The guy who tried to steal my bracelet, just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have the chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all?
She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Like, that's really fucked up. Besides, do you really think a little girl can lift up a huge spear? What courtroom would indict a small child in a brutal murder? That would be insane.
There's a reason he wasn't on that case. True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her.
That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial?
That's the one. He's, how shall I put it? Not what you'd expect. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
What? Is this some kind of joke?
Okay, let me hear it.
Can I ask why a man imprisoned for murder is serving as prosecutor?
Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this man than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job.
But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane.
Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter.
This really is the dark age of the law.
This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name of Blackquill, would he?
Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him.
Could say that.
I don't know if being a convicted criminal disqualifies you from law. I think serving hard time should. Like,
I think being in prison, only released to serve trial and then to go back to prison should probably. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill.
The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal?
Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things.
What does that
so?
mean?
You've heard of prisoners that use their time in prison to study law and then represent themselves in court? Okay, that's a good point. True.
I think
You could always represent yourself in court. I just don't know if you'd be allowed to, like, prosecute someone else's. I don't know if you'd be allowed to prosecute, let alone to prosecute someone else's case.
What were you gonna say?
specifically because it's also a murder conviction. I think that's also
Yeah.
the thing. Like, absolutely, if it's like a non-violent offense, like absolutely, I think that you should be able to get into law after that or any
But you
sort of.
did
Oh, I
kill a
completely
guy.
agree.
Yeah.
His conviction is what's twisted and warped the dark legal world of the dark age of the law.
What? And he, of all people, is gonna stand in court tomorrow?
Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you.
That's reassuring, I guess.
Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, Detective Fulbright. I have been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot?
What the fuck? What the fuck this whole time?
This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. This is the second pair of bare feet I've had to see today.
Oh my god, where the fuck are my shoes? Why am I barefoot?
You honestly hadn't noticed until just now?
Oh, the pig's hogs are out. The pig's hogs are
Wait
Oh
a second.
my
Those shoes we found
god.
earlier.
No, don't take pictures, don't take pictures, you have to pay for those.
Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, moving past that. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Criminal! Arrest him, kill him! Yes, they are my favorite pair, in fact. Oh, thank you for bringing them to me. You must be truly on the side of justice.
You're telling me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective? How'd he get his shoes off?
Fucking hell.
stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing.
I suppose you could have done it when I did my drunken 20-minute headstand. That might have helped. I was a keg stand, but then I ran out of keg and I was just there for a while kicking it. And I didn't feel anything for a bit there. Other than that, though, that was before the murder, though.
You gotta do it upside down, so all the alcohol goes to your head, so you relax, and then you stand up and it goes to your feet, so that way you can think again.
And you can dance.
And that's science.
I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is.
Not a bad idea. April 17th, QB Manor. Foyer. I am going to say I think we should call it when the day ends.
I completely agree.
And
we'll call it after investigation.
If you are feeling up to either tomorrow or Wednesday, Marina, doing another stream, we could, because we're not going to be able to do it Thursday. Failing that, then we can just put it off until another time.
I'm well enough. Tomorrow should be good.
Okay.
Wait,
That
why
way we
would
do
we
some
have
stuff
to
Wednesday.
put it off Thursday?
I'm having a minor oral surgery on Thursday.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I was thinking about our calendar.
That's also why it couldn't be like on Friday or Saturday or anything like that.
Yes, correct.
Just in case my mouth is still a little. Hopefully, I'll be able to use my mouth fine by Saturday. But
Yeah, it would
Probably,
still be good for
but let's-
recovery.
Let's give you time to recover. That's a priority.
Oh, this is just awful. Terrible, I say. Somebody help!
oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch?
No. The name's Filch. Phineas Filch.
Phineas Filch? Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch?
Oh, it's just terrible, terrible, I tell you. Come quick.
Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden?
What the fuck?
Looks like
a
some
golden
kind of
furry
mask.
thing.
It's the Amazing Nine Tails mask.
The Amazing Nine Tails. Oh, right. The wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here?
He'd never take off his mask like this. Oh, somebody must have killed him. Oh, shoot.
What? Who would do such a thing?
Let's go talk things over in private.
Look. There's some white hair caught up inside the mask.
You got the mask. Oh, we didn't have a scene for that one. Oh, goddamn.
So what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered?
You really want to know, eh? Oh, you're a studious one, ain't ya?
Yes. Just tell me, please.
Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me on the quest for the champion's belt, eh? What a team. Me and the bandit's mask doing that demon mask of yours.
Demon mask? Wonder if I could make it big.
Write that down, write that down. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial.
This face in particular is fucking great.
Yeah, it's so
Yep.
good. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... why did I let him pull me off topic like that?
Come on, Apollo. Ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already.
I also want to
Such
see...
goofy music for asking about a potential murder. Even though technically the only evidence we have is that, like, I guess this guy showers in this mask.
Probably.
You mind if I ask you about this?
Oh, that, right.
Well, does it ring a bell?
Yeah, oh, it's ringing all right. You want to thank me for all my hard work, and I humbly accept.
No, this isn't a gift. Should have known this was
Okay, so he's not going to tell us where he got those.
However, he can be bribed. We now know this.
True, do I have money?
No, we spent
No.
it all on souvenirs.
The Amazing Ninetales is our village's savior, and don't you forget it!
Amazing Ninetales.
His trademark's a gold cape made to look like a 9 fox's tails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. Oh my god. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye.
A good 60% of the population is employed by the wrestling
That
industry
does
now.
actually seem to be the case. Yup, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town.
Huh. Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing.
Yeah, there's definitely some kids here who are Pokemon fans who are very disappointed. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him.
Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr.
What the
Filch.
fuck?
Guess it makes sense, since you're from the same village as the Amazing Ninetales.
Yeah, a lot of people telling me I look like that, yeah.
Since when was that a compliment? Ow! What's the big deal?
Check your pocket.
Hey, how'd you do that?
Keep it. I got lots more. The Amazing Ninetales glossy. Specifically a glossy one.
Okay, so you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that?
I want to check something real quick just to satiate my own curiosity. No, okay.
Not yet. You're thinking what I may be thinking, but not yet.
We talk first. Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside?
Well, that's only part of it. The main reason is because no one has seen him since the special event. The word round Ninetales Vale was that he was killed by Tenma Taro.
You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you?
Yeah, that we are. Oh, we love conspiracy theories. Let me tell ya, we fucking love that shit. Like the mayor's diabolical plot.
Oh, some of you guys were there, weren't you? Well, it's a good thing we're not in January anymore. The mayor?
Oh, no.
Tenma Town. What is he plotting?
No, don't let the payday community hear that shit. Go on.
Let him come at me!
Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenma Taro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control.
That's quite a tale.
Also, the moon landing was fake. Tenma Taro staged it. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merger.
I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried.
Yeah, have you considered what if we had a wrestling match about it?
Apollo, we still have to ask him about the Alderman's murder, remember?
So for sure the Ninetales is for sure that's the old man,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
For sure that's for sure.
1000%. The person we saw who declared himself to be the amazing Ninetales who jumped down to fight that yokai is definitely another party here. Some other person, either maybe we've met them, maybe we haven't, who is trying to use who's going to try and use the reveal of
So you're locking in. So you're locking in that the amazing Ninetales is Alderman QB.
Or at
Is
least
Is that your final answer?
At least the idea that it is Alderman QB is going to try and be used as a cudgel, as an alibi.
Because the white hair in the mask could have been planted too.
Like clearly that was him there. Clearly he was seen alive at that time. So he had to have been alive like then, and I didn't see him then. That is at least my argument, is that it's going to try and be argued that because this guy is the amazing Ninetales, even if he's not, he very well might not be.
Okay.
All right. So,
Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder?
I was in the caretaker's office, guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should, and I made double sure nobody came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work.
You must be talking about the small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there.
Wasn't there a huge tat-buying time skip after the amazing Ninetales appeared, or was that afterwards? No, you are correct. There was a time period there.
Yeah, we had a shopping montage.
You are completely right.
Yep. It was about an hour and a half of shopping montage, too.
It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there.
And you have an alibi to back up your statement, Mr. Filch.
I do indeed. I was with the Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle's his name. Oh, we haven't met him, and they're hiding it.
So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right?
Do we think it's going to be a fancy blonde man with a lot of eyeshadow?
And lipstick, yes.
And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder.
Kept watching it the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, there's their security camera which would have spotted them.
So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal?
Oh, without a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales.
What about the white hair I found inside the mask?
Wait, I just thought of something.
Yes.
Remember the golden animal fur that we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing.
Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What the hell does this mean?
Yeah, so my argument here is that this guy we haven't met yet, who we think is the murderer, we didn't really get a good look at him. I don't know how buff he is, but he had to at least be able to kill the guy. I think he's been the person who has been portraying the wrestler this whole time and is going to try and make it look like the same time the mayor, a former wrestler who has this big gray, like gray hair, died, the wrestler is also dead and killed, and he's going to try and make it look like, well, now the wrestler is gone.
Well, hang on. we're gonna have to learn what industry his father's in first.
Fair. But that would allow him to move to adjust the time of the murder to give himself an alibi. If he claims, well, he still had to have been alive to be able to do the special event where he defeats the yokai, because that was obviously him. So he couldn't have been dead at that point. And then afterwards, I was with fucking Tanuki Man, so I couldn't have done it then. But he was already dead at this point. That is my argument. That is where I think this is going right now.
I see.
He was dead, and the other guy was drugged and also fucking conked over the head. I think the murder happened earlier than we think it did.
Really using your psychology muscle there.
At least that's my inference so far. I could be dead wrong.
We'll see.
That's the
What
psychology.
is the psychology muscle?
That's the spleen.
Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way. Could the Amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be?
Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here.
Ah, so that becomes one item.
Mm-hmm.
And it places it at the scene. That makes sense, yep. I will see if you have anything more to say about that now. Yes, you do. Hey, that there's the Amazing Ninetales' mask! You aiming to sell it, ain't ya? Why, you sneaky lily-livered...
No, I'm not trying to sell it. It could be a key piece of evidence.
Oh, too bad. Thought I'd hook you up with this buyer, I know.
Wait, you want me to sell it?
Fuck, that's great. Hey, I know that picture. I gave it to ya. That's my Amazing Ninetales' glossy. How dare you steal it from me?
No, this is the one you gave me. Remember? You said you had lots more.
Oh, I did? Well, it was never really mine in the first place, so you can go ahead and keep it.
Don't tell me I'm now guilty of
Oh my
receiving
God.
stolen goods.
That's great. Do you have anything else to say? No. Okay, let's go find Jinxie then. Probably.
Let's head to Yokai Lane.
I like the guy hanging out by a giant ice cream back there.
Yeah.
Way in the back.
Fixing the mods. There we go.
Oh, look, there's Jinxie.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products.
a charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance.
Oh, no, baby, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Oh, this is so real, though.
Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me.
It's the demon liar!
Ah! Not another warding charm.
Apollo? Who is she?
Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene.
Where the fuck is Trucy?
She's buying more keychains. Oh, so
With
she's
what
the one
money?
Robbed someone to buy
who...
keychains.
Jinxies.
Oh, God.
Hello. My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. So yeah, okay, where the fuck is Trucy?
She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case.
Wait, how do I know you didn't? Like, you didn't gobble her up alive?
Yeah, it's most likely that I killed her.
Relax.
You're right, that's...
That's probably what happened, child.
Relax,
That's fair.
I didn't eat her up. And I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. That's not my thing.
You're recently traumatized, that's fair.
Oh, poor little Trucy.
I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself.
She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo?
Okay.
I really, honest to God, thought you were just about to present the badge again. Wait, Jinxie's a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales. She'd probably freak out if I showed her this mask without the guy in it.
What are you thinking? It would crush her if she figured out her favorite wrestler's dead.
Guess I'll spare her the grief, although she could really use a reality check.
What? Oh, that's the amazing Ninetales. He lives in the mountains right outside our village, but he often comes to visit.
Really? He doesn't sound very secret or reclusive to me.
No, he's not. In fact, he visits the village bathhouse all the time.
No way! The Amazing Ninetales goes to public bathhouses?
Uh-huh. But like a true wrestling legend, he never takes his mask off.
He takes baths in his mask?
Uh-huh. And he also has a towel that says wrestlers wanted. If I
saw a naked masked guy with a message like that on his towel, I'd run the other way.
Okay.
So I was absolutely right about him showering in the mask.
Yes, 1000%. You were completely correct.
Don't make jokes. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
not much. At least not yet.
But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival?
I don't know anything about that.
Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the Alderman.
It's a...
It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell that. What was that for?
People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters.
Huh? It's gotten into her. Okay, so if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human?
No, you're still a demon.
Demons are real. Monsters are not real.
Alright, I give up. Alright. I'm going home. Athena, you take the rest of the case.
It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason.
That's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
Oh, that's...
You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime, remember? You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right?
That's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it'll help your father, too.
Alright, then.
Okay. First, let's ask about this, and then we'll go back to that.
Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she could shed some light on it. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity.
Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without the mask.
Doesn't that make you want to know even more?
Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers expose their opponent are so popular.
Wait. You mean expose as in strip them naked?
What the fuck? You even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask, idiot. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer.
You're mostly naked anyway on stage.
Look, man, I see a bunch of barely kept from being naked muscular men, and the first thing I think about is them being fully exposed. That's not weird. That's what we all think about.
That's the logical path of reason there.
Are we implying Apollo's becoming bisexual?
I'm implying that Apollo is trying really hard to appear straight.
I see. Understood.
Because if I'm being dead honest, he was at the process of figuring it out. Then he met Phoenix, and it's like, oh god, this is what the gays are like? No, I'm not gonna be like that. Phoenix drove him further into the closet.
Jesus.
So you see, these unmasking masters are like life and death battles for wrestlers.
That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it.
No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales!
Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman.
So your dad did it?
Why do you think Tenmataro's the killer?
I saw him. Saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me.
What?
Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The Valpies raced right by me toward the foyer.
Toward the foyer.
Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time.
Apollo thought he might have been gay, but then Clavier specifically flirted with him, and he wanted no part of that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Love that.
That means they would have seen Tenmataro too.
Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her.
Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw.
Don't be ridiculous.
Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too!
Remember, it's what gives him the competitive edge.
About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound.
A jangly sound. Can you be a little more specific?
My memory is kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound.
Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff?
Good question. I haven't heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll.
How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with a staff?
This is the only document depicting Tenmataro. Almost like there was another murder weapon that they needed to dispose of because there was one that was the one that was touched by the person they're trying to pin it on. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed.
What's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie?
Foolishly choose. It seems those who foolishly chose to depict the demon are cursed. Interesting.
Which is very funny considering if they... I know it's Arcanon, but if they print those off in the gift shop, but maybe the logic is like, no, it's not needless. We need money to keep this going.
To be
To
fair,
keep him in jail.
this... let's remind ourselves, this scroll was given to her.
Yes.
Right? Almost as if they were trying to scare her, to prime her into saying this. Like, not that.
In case you forgot what it looks like.
I didn't.
Anyways.
Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenmataro earlier?
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell.
Mr. LaBelle.
Papa's aide.
Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime.
Village superstitions?
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event you do look, and then you tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
I guess the ethics of gaslighting a child kind of come with the territory of committing murder.
Yeah.
That's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me.
Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the Velders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here.
Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes.
Lower
He'll
your
steal
gaze.
your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing.
Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro?
I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Nine Tails Vale.
Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking?
Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him.
Time to unmask this monster of a mystery.
Last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer.
Bueno. Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be waiting for us there.
You keep pronouncing foyer wrong.
Oh my god.
Is that a French thing? Or Spanish or German? Which of your languages are you getting this from?
Your flawlessly spoken languages.
Which of your many perfect languages you speak?
No one's here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle.
Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Hmm? Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide.
What? Pro wrestling, Howling Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire, blow-by-blow commentary
Excuse
by
me?
Timothy Twilight. What?
Me too, Twilight.
Timothy
Excuse
Twilight
me?
has a Pretty Boy wrestler fighting a Howling Wolf. Pretty Boy Vampire fighting a fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
Pretty Boy
Timothy-
Vampire. Blah, blah,
By
blah.
Timothy
Yeah.
Twilight.
Yep.
Wolf, though?
No,
Wolf,
no.
though?
It's
Howlin' Wolf?
Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. God, it's just gonna be, they're never gonna get to wrestling until the very end. They're just gonna be sort of like standing at a respectable Mormon distance, just like talking to each other, brooding.
Did you see the day before that was I Married a Yokai?
Oh, that's normal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they actually have branches of those for all different locations.
Hey, what
They
do
have like I Married a Yokai Melbourne, I Married a Yokai UK.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
It's a... Oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you?
I bet she was gonna scream monster, which really isn't that much of a stretch.
Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. But what business do you got with my TV listings?
Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today?
Yup, 'twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon they could have done better even than that. Yeah, they did just brood at each other the whole time.
I seriously doubt that. Well, I'll be taking this to the court record.
Let's see. I enjoy fill in and Mo blocks being like the fill in names for more of these blocks. Those are fun.
Peekaboo, I found you, Yokai of the Amazon.
Join the hunt for Tofutaru, a high-protein yokai said to fight cancer and heart disease. And then Sunset French.
Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro, or something like that.
Huh? Sorrow?
So you did see him.
My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyers. Bet you shine it up every day, real birdie-like. The ladies must love it.
Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro
Oh, so we're
flee
telling
towards the
everybody,
foyer.
this child's gonna die.
So you must have seen him too if you were here.
Yipes!
Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not?
Oh, good fuck.
Look at
That is
him!
quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore.
Thank you, Marina. Thank you. For the love of God, thank you. Yipes, forgive me for being pestered, son.
And you are?
I'm Florence LaBelle. Bull Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tanmar.
This is perfect.
Oh, divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with
Somehow
monsters.
him pronouncing the French better is, like, good, because it makes him more out of place.
It's worse. I love that where he should have buttons, he has like bows that don't do anything.
Fucking what?
What just happened?
Oh, my fucking eyes! God!
He sprayed you with perfume. The like corsage type flower he had, the rose he had on
Oh,
his
I see.
lapel
It's
is a
perfume.
perfume bottle, you see. It's
I
like what
see.
clowns have.
What was that for?
Like a clown.
It was just a little cologne. You look like you had a bit of stinky sweat about you.
Fucking hell.
It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis LaBelle.
So your line is called My name is LaBelle.
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I am LaBelle.
Yeah. Or libel. Oh, what a heavenly scent.
Oh, God, I think you just paralyzed my olfactory
fuck.
receptors.
I suppose such a scent would be difficult for such a peasant to appreciate.
I see you've noticed my gay coding and by extension my villain coding.
I'll have you know, that is brand number 5. Bonjour.
Objection. I disagree with the
Hello.
notion that villain coding and gay coding are the same in this setting. My example, Miles Edgeworth.
That's fair. That's subtle gay coding.
Clavier
though.
Gavin.
He
It's
was
my-
he was caught up in stuff.
My way of introducing myself. Enjoy.
Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor?
Got him.
Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. We have a tradition to uphold.
Yes. Do you always go around sticking your hand in other people's faces?
Oh no, I just wanted to show you this.
Oh yes, you do have something in that grimy paw of yours. But I only have eyes for things of beauty. No. If you would excuse me.
Guess I'll only look at stuff that interests him.
Okay, so let's see.
We should probably talk first.
Oh yeah. On the other hand, okay, no, yeah, he probably won't have anything.
We have to
So,
make him interested.
I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro.
Why, that's... So, she told you she saw the demon, did she?
Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask you whether or not you believe in the village superstitions?
Oh, oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you.
it seems cursed.
Bad things happen to people who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster.
That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real?
Kinda.
Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster.
Look who's talking, dude! So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see... Ah, God! Oh, God,
Little
always in the
Jinxie
eyes!
has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas?
Oh, that's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro.
That is not the question I asked. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you.
Oh, God, I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak.
That's the second F word you went to, Apollo. Let's be fucking honest, buddy.
Well, yeah, but I can't say it.
Yeah, you actually can't.
I'm a straight man. I can't say it. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi? To think you suspect me, of all people.
Oh, no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone... God.
How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself.
Strange...
You obviously can't see straight.
Strangely, I think I'm building an immunity. Like that spritz really helped.
What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead. Filchy, answer the question.
At the time of the crime, we were in this here foyer.
Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer.
Just repeating what you told. Wow.
You've said quite enough.
What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that too.
Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know.
I'm sure you are. Well, thank you for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Tenmataro.
Come along, Filchy.
Where were we going? All right, gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Oh, my eyes. Oh, God. Oh, you poked both of them out with your fucking toed shoes.
You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday.
What does he mean, practice statements?
Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup.
Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro.
Athena, I need. You're one of them, I can tell. So I need your permission. Can I get a pass?
No. Can you?
Yeah, look, I get he's a real James from Pokemon motherfucker. Okay, like we have eyes, we can see.
Look. I wouldn't ask for anybody else, but for this guy. Really? How can you tell?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice, and also my little mind-reading robot.
That helps too.
You mean you have good ears and a mind-reading robot?
Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason.
That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro?
I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up on from his voice anyway.
You know, if this series continues past Spirit of Justice, we have Phoenix, who just kind of bluffs his way through.
Mhm.
We have Apollo, who has absurdly good eyes. We have Athena, who has absurdly good ears.
Mhm.
Who do you think's coming next? Someone with an absurdly good sense of smell, or
someone who's gonna lick everyone on the stand.
I was instead thinking like tactile senses.
Can
With,
feel
like,
the
just
vibrations
feel your
on the
face.
ground. Yeah, yeah.
Like a blind defense attorney.
That actually would
Maybe.
be kind of fun.
I'm asking when Daredevil is showing up, okay?
You're
Yeah,
right,
specific.
You're right. We need
You're just trying to
Daredevil for
reverse
this.
engineer your way to that.
I,
Yep.
I want Matt Murdock in these games. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that.
The cursed thought did occur to me earlier of Tom Holland playing Apollo Justice. I just want to say that out loud. Anyways, did we make that
Didn't
joke
we
at
already
some
have
point?
No. I just remembered that wasn't there a prosecutor who was blind?
I mean, Godot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's inclusivity.
Yes.
Well, maybe
yes.
maybe Godot gets out of prison and then he comes join the Right Anything.
Yeah,
He
until then,
definitely
The
didn't
right
die in
anything
prison.
agency. He wants to become an
until
actor,
then-
but ends up having to become a lawyer again anyway.
until then, we'll be waiting for him.
He definitely didn't die in prison.
We should go talk to the mayor too.
Oh God, I was getting so
Sounds like a
tired.
plan. I think we're nearly done. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro.
Okay, we still got some more.
I think it's just the detention center, and then we go to the trial.
Okay, cool. There'll be a save between those, as there usually
Yes.
is.
Something wrong, Apollo? Where did all your enthusiasm go?
I'm just
You
tired.
seem eepy.
What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenma goddamn Taro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, ugh.
Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma Taro?
Hmm. Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to working with you, too.
Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name.
Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined.
Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free.
What utter nonsense!
Yikes!
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
Well, touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs to work on are his people skills.
I really want to know what he has to say about this.
I wanted to show you this.
Oh.
Sorry. I hate when he clams up like this.
Interesting.
Not that either. That's okay. Is there anything else to talk to him about, or did we go through all that? And I already...
No, we
there is
have new
talking, yeah.
talk.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it ends as soon as you have said everything in dialogue, so I want to see if there's any extra dialogue there.
I see.
So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk of the town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once! Her tormentors must be taught a lesson!
No, dude.
First we have to get you that non-guilty verdict.
Do not beat up a bunch of 16-year-old girls.
Do not try and stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you!
Relax! We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free, okay? Okay?
Is that so? You don't need me to go and straighten things out myself?
Oh, boy. They'd probably call in a SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right. I want to ask about the reason behind the merger.
Why the merger?
It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Yes. Well, it's quite attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Oh?
Wait. Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it. My bracelet's reacting.
What is it, Apollo?
Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth.
Really? How can you tell?
People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tighter around my arm.
No way! You can do that? That's crazy.
Wait, so you believe me? Just like that?
Sure. Each of us has our own special gifts. We each have a lawyer's superpower.
Oh, yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing.
Oh my god, she really does think that, huh?
Still, what do you think the mayor's lying about?
I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet's last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet. Right. Now let's give it a whirl.
Bracelet time.
Fun.
Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest
music,
frown that
too.
no one else can see.
Nothing demonic about this at all.
Totally normal.
Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area.
Ooh.
Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it.
Does he actually hate the place? Is that what he's gonna say? Attractive?
Or maybe it's going to be tourism. Maybe he really, really doesn't like the idea of tourists coming. Like, he doesn't like the whole wrestling
Bingo.
thing. Mm-hmm. If he's a real traditionalist, especially.
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please, tell us more about your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale?
I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism. But that would contradict this.
For its tourism, you say? It would be attractive for its tourism, but that would contradict.
The Amazing Ninetales is what revitalized the town.
Yeah.
Not the monster
Yeah.
craze.
He's approaching this backwards. I see. Yeah. The monster craze was created by it. Yeah.
The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the Amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So, you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale?
Well,
Got him. Why the merger?
Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a...
Oh, like literally.
Whoa. It said either go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies.
What?
How awful! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know, but whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask who would want him dead. The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs, had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest wouldn't disappear just because the alderman was killed.
Wait, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder?
Like what, someone inheriting mayor position?
Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity.
Oh.
And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme.
Do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo?
I have evidence revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it.
So now...
The
Now
white
present
hair.
the mask.
The white hair and the mask.
Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the Amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside it.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right?
The Amazing Ninetales.
I'm talking about Rex QB, the Amazing Ninetales himself.
No way!
The alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a
well,
pro
I
wrestler.
suppose,
No one put this
that makes sense.
Look, we hadn't put that specific part together, but we also don't live here, so... So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity.
I think this is the first time it's done during an actual investigation, right? Every time in AJ it was done during a trial. I think you might be right. Normally the bracelet thing happens in trials.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it's ever happened in a detention center before.
We're having fun with it.
Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result single-handedly sparked the monster craze.
Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene?
There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd.
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished.
Blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman.
You can't tell me this motherfucker wouldn't say, not Apollo, the mayor here, or the mayor of the other town here, wouldn't say absconded.
He absconded with it!
He absolutely would say absconded. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours is over.
It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think that Tenmo Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer?
I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters.
This is a very interesting trial they've set up. I do like this a lot.
What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work?
Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place.
Yeah, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai.
We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face.
A yogurt? What are you talking
A
about?
yogurt? Oh, not again. No, those go right through me.
Apollo, are you alright?
I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow's gonna be one doozy of a trial.
Is that it for the day?
Yep.
To be continued. Okay, this is where we're gonna be calling the stream. Whew, that was a longer one, but I had a lot of fun with it. I love the setup for this trial a lot, because
I will tell you this. Going forward,
Yes?
most of the trials, the investigation and trial days are longer because there's fewer transitions than in the Ace Attorney trilogy.
I see. Alright. Thank you all so much for coming by. If we are feeling up to it, we will pick this up again tomorrow, and that will probably be the last time this week.
If not then we will pick up Wednesday, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you are good with that. Alright. Thank you all so much. Yes, also, it's also a closed room mystery with an extra room we have not yet seen. Because they claim there's no way to get into those doors there, but I'm not so sure about that. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, please take care of yourselves or your loved ones. See y'all tomorrow, more streams. And take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. But do take it.
Yourself and your loved ones. They do not have to coincide.
It can be in any way you want. It's fine.